the night's alive. Tires spin, we start to drive. Monday night, the stars collide. On the dirt where dreams reside. Round and round, the dirt flies high. Street stops racing, touch the sky. Arresting glory, all our might. Chasing dreams on Monday night. Heartbeats pound and gravel flies. In the dust where legends rise. No surrender, sparks will fly. On this track we testify. Tail to tail we never tire. Burning rubber, hearts on fire. Lap by lap we will inspire. Victory, our one desire. Round and round the dirt flies high. Street stops racing, touch the sky. Arresting glory, all our might. Chasing dreams on Monday night. Blood and sweat mixed with the stars. In our souls these racing scars. Feel the rush, the endless bars. On this dirt track we are stars.
Woo! Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome in as we get ready to rock and roll here from the beautiful Charlotte Motor Speedway. It is the dirt track at Charlotte here this evening for these amazing drivers to go to battle as we start a bit of a new thing here on the channel. This is going to be a little bit of something different. So this is the Spin the Wheel series. This is just a preview of it. So what we did earlier on before the racing action started, all the drivers getting into the Discord or the live stream over on our Dirt Clash Super Street Series stream, basically what we did is we took two different spin wheels in real life. We'll show it to you here in a little bit. We took the spin wheels, we were able to spin, and it was able to choose, you know, a different car and a different track for us to run, and we did it twice. We're going to do two different races, so this isn't the first one. We are going to do another one, 360 sprints here after these dirt street stocks, so it's a bit of a different series. It's a little bit of fun here, really just having a good time out there on the racetrack, on the simulator again. For everyone to kind of hop in, you know, experience something new, have something new to kind of do on a Monday afternoon here for a little bit. We do have a series that's going to be coming up here in just a little bit as well. Hopefully, you know, we can draw in more of a crowd, bring more drivers in to want to be a part of this Spin the Wheel series, be able to kind of have some fun with it. You know, whether or not we're jumping into street stocks or sprint cars or late models or, you know, UMP mods, dirt midgets, it could be any car, any random car that we have on the spin wheel, and then it's a random racetrack. And what we will plan on doing is 15 minutes before the race gets underway, we will spin those wheels live in the Discord or live over on the Dirt Clash Super Street Series, or even live here on our broadcast. We may do it as well, and it'll really mix things up, so drivers really won't have time to test and prepare. It's going to be kind of a jack of all trades kind of thing. Gonna have to be good at, you know, whatever racetrack it lands on and whatever car it lands on to really keep you on your tippy toes, keep drivers kind of, you know, rolling out of their comfort zones a little bit, but bringing more fun into the simulator where these guys can have a little bit more fun, a little bit more time, you know, in behind the seats of other race cars. Obviously, here tonight, our first wheel spin landed on the dirt street stocks, and normally this is where we roll the Monday Night All-Stars here at the DCSSS, the Dirt Clash Super Street Series. Now we're going to be doing the street stocks again, but for the Spin the Wheel series. So we do have them on board as well. So we're going to be doing those, and then we're going to be hopping into another server after this one, and we're going to be doing the 360 sprint cars. So bear with us here throughout the evening as we're going to see a lot of different crazy racing here throughout the broadcast. Really going to give everyone a good look and a good feel at what the Spin the Wheel series is all about and how much fun we can have here on the simulator as well. As Ty Dickinson and Mama Bear coming in with the reactions here on the broadcast is out in front It's Justin Jones on the pole. To his outside, that's Corey Sibley, Matt Taylor, Dustin Benton, Ty Dickinson, Ryan Owens, Russell Harrell, Charles Davis, Ezra Yetko, and Jeremy Aikens, Tristan Dozier, and J.D. Witt bringing up the rear of the field in the 45 ride. As we have 13 drivers out here for heat race number 1. I do believe everybody's going to make it into the feature event. I don't think anyone's going to get sent home early, so everyone's going to get an opportunity to race here this afternoon. And right now, we only have 13 drivers here in this session. We are going to put another session up, though. 360 sprint cars are coming up next, and if this race goes by quick, if the 360 race goes by quick, we may even do a third race here on the evening where we'll get Dustin to, load up that webcam into Discord and hop in there and spin the wheel again. Give us another random car, another random racetrack to go and race at. As Dustin Benton right now out in front, leading the way here in that Peacemaker Gaming WB Creative Designs Throttle Down Motorsports and number 34 ride as the Big D Machine out in front. Hang on to it. Ty Dickinson getting a little squirrely there out at quarter number 4 down through the grass. Able to get that car pointed back in the right direction, but he does have a little bit of left front damage here after clipping an infield tractor tire. Tough break right there for the Bella's Bullies number 67. That E&D Farms Papa Mike Promotions 618 Engraving Designs ride running into some early issues here in our heat race. Craig Michael Deacon. Craig coming in, showing the love with the like on the stream. How are you, Craig? Craig coming in, showing the big love here in this one is Matt Taylor. There in second. Corey Sibley there in third. Justin Jones, Tyler Brickford, our top 5 out there on the speedway. Jeremy Aikens there in 6th with Ryan Owens, J.D. Witt, Charles Davis, Tristan Dozier rounding out our top 10 here on the speedway. Ezra Gecko there in position number 11. Russell Harrell back there in position number 12. In the Sweet Tea Gang right parked down pit side is out in front. It is Dustin Benton who continues to lead the way. Matt Taylor, though, just laid down the quickest lap of this race just moments ago. The lap before last, he was trying to hunt down this 34 ride, trying to put himself to the front of the field. Made a little bit of a mistake down through 3 and 4. Unfortunately, hurt himself there, and he's going to get into that infield tractor tire down the bottom side of 3 and 4. Again, a little bit of left front damage there for that number 15 of Taylor, but Matt Taylor trying to hunt down this number 34 ride of Dustin Benton. Corey Sibley there in third with Tyler Brickford. Jeremy Aikens, our top 5 here on the speedway. Justin Jones back here in position number 6, going for a big slide jump there on the 45 of Tristan Dozier. Actually, that's J.D. Witt as, oh, look out! The 8 ride turned around as the white flag's already been displayed. Hard contact is Tristan Dozier in the 99 going to get into him there. Heavy contact is out at quarter number 4. Dustin Benton will see that checkered flag fly. Matt Taylor going to come home there in second. Corey Sibley in third. Tyler Brickford, Jeremy Aikens, our top 5 out there on the racetrack. Then we see J.D. Witt, Charles Davis, Ezra Gecko, Tristan Dozier, Ryan Owens, Russell Harrell bringing up the rear of the field here with Justin Jones and Ty Dickinson there. Unfortunately, both off the speedway. As we're going to get ready, top 3 did advance into the show. Here we are going to have a consolation race. So these drivers, they're going to hop out there onto the racetrack, and they're going to get a golden opportunity here to really work on their cars, see what they need to do, see what they need to fix to try to put themselves into a better position out there on the racetrack. And let's take a look here. We're going to see if we can pull this up and bring in this video. Let's see here. Okay, there we go. Let's see. I don't know if I can play this back or not. Pause button. How do you start this over? Let me see here, chat. We're going to try to show you guys what we're doing here with the Spin the Wheel series here. So this is one of the wheels. So this is one of the wheels here that's part of the series. So what we're going to be doing is basically the Spin the Wheel series is literally we're spinning the wheels live here before each of the races as this video has ended. I don't know if it's saved or not. I wanted to go back and watch that. Is there no rewatch? Where's the rewatch? He's not live anymore. Let me rewatch it. Here we go. Okay, there we go. So you see the two spin the wheels. So one is going to be the cars, the other one is the racetrack. So what we're doing before each of these series, 15 minutes before the server goes up, we're going to be spinning the wheel for whatever car we race, and then we're going to be spinning the wheel for whatever track we race. So there's going to be a lot of different stuff going on here. We're going to be doing some pretty cool stuff. It's going to be a lot of fun, and you know, there's going to be a lot of cool stuff that we're going to be trying to do here this evening. What Dustin was doing there, but I think he's getting ready to kind of spin one of these wheels here in just a little bit. I want to kind of get that, but all right, here you go. So Dustin, Big D, he's going to spin that wheel. So this is what chose these Dirt Street Stocks for our first race of the afternoon. See that wheel spin? Lands on the Dirt Street Stocks. That's what we're going to be rolling here. Then he's going to pan over. We're going to hop in, and we're going to spin the wheel here for our racetrack. And that's exactly what he does here. See if he can get that going. Let's see here. Starts on Charlotte, too. What in the world? All right, here you go. He's going to spin that wheel once again, and we're going to see what racetrack we're going to be racing. Ends up landing on Charlotte, but then we're going to do it for a second time here. So second time we spin the wheel. This is for our second race here this evening. This will be the next race that we do here on the afternoon, which any of you guys in the chat that are watching, if you guys want to get in on the fun, you guys want to join in on the action, stops it, gets it rolling there, make sure he gets a good spin on it. He really wants that wheel to spin around and make it completely as random as possible, and it actually goes from the winged micros all the way back to the 360 sprint cars. So our second race here this evening will be those 360 sprints, and now you'll get to take a quick look and see what happens here for what racetrack we're going to, and it is Lincoln Speedway that we're heading to for the second racetrack. So you get a good look, a good feel there on, you know, what it's really going to be like, what everything's going to play out like here for this series. So it's going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be a great time to be able to kind of, you know, hop in, have some fun, enjoy the afternoon, enjoy some fun here on the simulator, running, you know, just random cars, random racetracks, just a bunch of different random stuff. It's going to make for some interesting racing and battling, especially if some drivers maybe not as experienced in a certain car compared to another car. You know, they may struggle, which could make it a little bit better for drivers that are maybe more experienced in that other car to gain points or anything else. And if you're a jack of all trades, this is a perfect series for you. This is a really good one to be able to hop into, be fast in everything, and be able to test your luck in each and every one of these different races. So it's a little bit different. It's going to be a lot of fun here, but we do see Tyler Brickford leading this consolation race here. Everyone is going to make it into the show, so this is going to be for starting position. You see Jeremy Aikens working that outside lane. He's got that 99 right at Tristan Dozier there to his outside. JD went down in the middle, and Ty Dickinson down low in the END Farms Papa Mike Promotions Peacemaker Racing Team. That 618 Engraving and Designs ride rolling there in position number 4 right now, but he's trying to jump up into position number 2. If he gets that car rolling down on the bottom side, he might be able to get it to the front of the field as the Klefty style number 67 ride, trying to get himself to the front of the field here in this one as Tyler Brickford out in front, leading the way here in the 07. Brickford at the front with Dickinson, J.D. Witt, Tristan Dozier, Jeremy Aikens, our top 5 out there on the racetrack. Ezra Gelcho, hopefully I'm saying that right, probably getting it completely wrong. Ezra in the 43, rolling there in the 6th position with Charles Davis there in 7th. Ryan Owens, Russell Harold rounding out our top 9 here on the Speedway. It's Justin Jones down on pit road, but it's Brickford at the front of the field. Ty Dickinson now up and into position number 2. He slides up to that outside lane here, and he clears the 99 and the 57 here for that second spot. So Ty Dickinson now trying to hunt down our race leader. Can the Sweet Tea Gang ride get to the front of the field? Can he chase down this number 07 to Tyler Brickford? He's inching closer and closer to that 07 ride, but we do see some contact a little deeper into the field. The 16 of Ryan Owens, and Ezra Giecho having some issues back here out at corner number 2, but we keep it clean and green as the white flag has been displayed. So one more time around here for the 0-7 of Tyler Brickford. Brickford down the back straightaway, down into corner number 3 and out at corner number 4. Tyler Brickford will pick up RB main win. Ty Dickinson there in second, Jeremy Aikens in third, Tristan Dozier, J.D. Went, Charles Davis, Russell Harold, Ryan Owens, Ezra Gecko, and Justin Jones bringing up the rear of the field there in that consolation race as we're going to get ready to rock and roll. Our A-main feature event about to get underway here in just a few more moments as we're going to get a quick warm-up session. These drivers are going to jump out there onto the racetrack. They're going to get ready to rock and roll. Let's go SSJ Logic! My boy Dylan coming in showing the love over there on YouTube with the hearts. How are you, brother? How are you this evening? Hopefully you're having yourself a wonderful Monday. Hopefully you're having yourself a great day, my dude. It's a little dirt street stock action. We got the 360 sprint cars coming up next after this as well. So we did have the the street stocks come up first on that spin the wheel, and then we had to Lincoln Speedway in the 360 sprints for our second race of the night here. That will take place just following our A-main feature event. You can find it in the hosted sessions under Dustin Benton if you guys want to hop in, have some fun, and join the fun here on Peacemaker Gaming this evening. Hop into some of those 360 sprints, try your hand and run with some of the best in the business here with normally the dirt street stocks, but now we'll see them in something different here for the first time in a long time, as we normally see these drivers out there on the racetrack in those dirt street stocks, but now we'll see them in those 360 sprints coming up next in just a little bit after this feature event. It is going to be a ton of fun to see what these guys can really do out there on the racetrack. As SSJ Logic says, good, getting ready for work. Thought I would jump in and like the stream. I appreciate that, brother. I appreciate that, my dude. And hey, man, I hope you have yourself a wonderful, wonderful day at work. Hopefully it's not too strenuous. Hopefully it's a nice, easy night for you. Hopefully you don't gotta work too hard. Hopefully you don't have to deal with any, major BS or anything else. Hopefully you can just kind of take the day easy, have some fun, and enjoy your afternoon, and enjoy it as much as possible. I know you're at work, but sometimes you can enjoy work, and hopefully you got some good co-workers or whatever else, or some good tunes playing, so that way you can kind of relax a little bit, have some fun there while you're gotta pay them bills, brother. Gotta pay them bills. Everybody's gotta pay them bills. So we're gonna get ready here for our first race of the Spin the Wheel series here, but this series is not started yet. The Discord is in the description here, so if anybody wants to get in and be a part of the Spin the Wheel series, if you guys want to get registered for it, sign up for it, and get in on the action, as the Spin the Wheel series will be our new Monday series here for a few weeks, and allowing drivers to really hop in, have some fun, and try some different things here on the simulator. Is Dave Morgan, Dave coming in, showing the love with the like on the stream. How are you, Dave? Dave coming in, drop that thumbs up, as Dylan says, actually I switched to third and it's great, way better than second. Hey man, listen, whenever you can work and not really have to deal with a lot of customers or deal with any customers at that, it is actually really nice. And I'm a night owl, brother. I'm a night owl. I love the nighttime, man. It's so peaceful at nighttime, so quiet, so peaceful. It's just so amazing, and not having to deal with the rush of life and everything else in rush hour traffic or anything else, man. It's creme de la creme. I don't mind the midnight shift. I honestly used to think I would hate it, but I actually don't mind working midnights, man. If I was to go back and start working again, midnights, they're not too bad. I mean, they're not awful. They're not too bad. But what I do now is way better than having to deal with the public and do anything else. So I'll stick with what I got. But that's definitely the midnight shift is always good. Always good. Good times too, especially if it's like shut down and you don't have to deal with customers. So much better. Mama Bear would love to be able to chat with my boys, and they told me, no way, Mom, not happening. What? Mama Bear? What do you mean they told you no way it's happening? Love to be able to chat with my boys, and they told me, no way, Mom, ain't It's not gonna happen. Not gonna happen. What in the world? Okay, Mama Bear, what you need to do is you need to download Discord right now on your cell phone. You download Discord, and I'll pull you in. I'll send you the link. You click on it. You open it up onto your Discord. You'll get the invite and everything else. I'll add you in there. I'll drink it right in here to the broadcast booth, and you can tell them how it is. You can tell them how it is, Mama Bear. I'll allow it. I'll allow it. I'll pull you in here. I've had Papa Bear up here before. I've talked to him on Discord. I'm sure we could get you in there. I'm sure we could talk to you in Discord as well. You know, I'll do it. I'll do it. Same. I'm a night guy, and the plant is so peaceful and quiet at night. No one wants to work CNC on 3rd, so there is barely anyone there. It's great, nice and quiet. Yeah, it's so beautiful, man. Nightime's so great, man. And hey, working on CNC machines, you kind of just gotta be by yourself, kind of do your own thing, listen to your music or whatever, and kind of just, you know, vibe with yourself, or, you know, josh with whoever comes by every once in a while. But you know, it should be a lot of fun. Ty with the laughing face on it. Ty, how are you so mean to Mama Bear? How are you so mean to her? Don't be mean to Mama Bear. What in the world? I'm going to have to go beat you up or something, brother. I'm going to have to go beat you up, brother. I can't have that. Can't have that. Can't have you being mean to Mama Bear. So we're going to get ready here. Our main feature event about to get underway. These drivers getting ready to rock and roll. And starting on the pole here in the 34 ride, it is the Big D machine himself. It is Dustin Benton starting here at the front of the field. As the WB Creative Designs, Throttle Down Motorsports, Peacemaker Gaming, DCSSS machine, that is Dustin Benton. To his outside in the 15 ride is the 618 Engraving and Designs 56 Graphics Peacemaker Racing Team, a Jules A Speed Shop ride. That is the 15 of Matt Taylor. Starting in position number 3 in the Team CFM Esports Dirty Rhino Welding, it is that 9 ride of Corey Sibley. To his outside in the 57 ride is the Dirt Warrior Racing ride, the DWR machine. That is the SlingandDirt.com iRacing iFlag ride of Jeremy Akins. Starting in position number 4 and looking for more out there on the racetrack is actually, looks like the 07 of Tyler Brickford will start there in 4th. Akins back in 6th. It's Ty Dickinson in the Papa Mike Promotions END Farms Sweet Tea Gang riding the 618 machine. A tie there in position number 6. Shane Hewitt, Tristan Dozier, Russell, Harold, Charles Davis, Ryan Owens, Azara Gecko bringing up the rear of the field in that number 43 ride. As because they told me I would tell them what they were doing wrong and tell everyone to get out of the way. Oh gosh, oh no. Hey, you know what? Sometimes that's what they need, Mama Bear. Sometimes that's what they need. He says, I don't think you'd want to hear her in chat. She gets all worked up. Mama Bear is pissed. Yeah, I mean, I can see that. I can send Momo Bear the Discord link if she downloads Discord. 100%, Jim. 100%, brother. Send it to her. Let's get her in here. Let's get her in here. Momo Bear getting the Discord call with us. Come on now. You can get on the mic with us. We're having fun here this afternoon. It's nothing serious. The series isn't going yet. We're just having some fun, bringing some more, awareness and fun and good times here on the simulator and drawing some people in. Hopefully we can get some more drivers wanting to sign up here for the Spin the Wheel series, experience all these different cars, all these different tracks, and have some fun here on the simulator again. Not be down to points or anything else, just down to having a good time, man. Whether or not you've never raced a sprint car or not, that's what we're running next. We're running 360 sprint cars here in just a little bit. As Jim says, Mama Bear, I'm not in this race. That's Jeremy. Yeah, that's Jeremy Akins in the 57 DWR ride. I'm amazed they haven't switched up numbers. I know, the Dirt Warrior guys, I mean, being on the same team and everything else, it does get fairly confusing, but, we've worked through it for, I don't even know how long, man. Jeremy's been that 57 TWR ride, same with Jim for as long as I can remember, so it just kind of kept on going, but they both do run the same sponsor, same car, couple different sponsors here for Jeremy compared to Mr. Jim, but, yeah, no, it's not Jim. That's not Jimbo up there, unfortunately. as Dustin Benton continues to lead the way. The Big D Machine out in front. Dustin Benton showing us how to get it done here in the Dirt Street Stocks here at Charlotte Motor Speedway. Tyler Brickford there in position number 2. Corey Sibley there in third with Matt Taylor to his outside in position number 4 and looking for more. Jeremy Aikens rounding out our top 5 with Ty Dickinson, Ty Dickinson rolling there in the 6th position. JD went there in 7th with Tristan Dozier, Russell Harold, Charles Davis, our top 10 out there on the racetrack. Unfortunate break as it looks like Ezra Gecko running into some issues here. Same with Ryan Owens, also having some issues out there on the racetrack. See that 43 hard up into the outside fence down the racetrack, and unfortunately right through the grass here, trying to keep this car pointing the right direction. Unfortunately, this car is going to go somewhat around down into the grass, and Ezra is going to take that car off the racetrack. Let's take a look here, see what happens to the 16 ride as well as the 16 machine. Ryan Owens up on the high side of the racetrack trying to work himself through there. Unfortunately gets a little loose, and then, he clips an infield tractor tire. Heavy hit right there for the Superflow Motor Oil number 16 ride. He's going to take his car off of the racetrack as well as out in front. Dustin Benton continuing to lead the way. Feels weird calling her Mama Bear when I'm most likely older. Laugh out loud. Right, Jim? Hey, you know what? You can call her Susie. There's nothing wrong with you calling her Susie Bear, Susie, or Mrs. Dickinson, or anything else, okay? It's, you can definitely do that. Mama Bear gets really pissed off too easy, and I swear a lot. Who gives a fuck, Mama Bear? You can swear up here. Listen, I can tone it down and be pretty PG quite a bit, but we can unleash the beast here at any moment in time, okay? Listen, swear words are 90% of my vocabulary when I'm off stream, so, once I hit that go live button, I tend to not swear as much, or at least I try to hide the swear words with lesser meanings, frick, or shoot, or anything else. Instead of using the swear words, I usually have to put a lot more emphasis into them because I'm trying not to use them. But we do see a great battle here at the front of the field. Tyler Brickford looking to jump up here and take this race lead away. Brickford down low in that 07, the Wilson Motorsports Delta 07 ride, gonna slide up into the top spot as Dustin Benton gonna work back down low. He's gonna drive it down deep into corner number 3 as the Throttle Down Motorsports 34 ride looking to try to keep this race lead. It's a 07 down across the line. It is Tyler Brickford picking up the lead here in this one. What a run and what a drive so far for that 07 of Tyler Brickford. Dustin Benton back into second as here comes Corey Sibley. Sibley right there ready to pounce in that Team CFM Esports ride as Jeremy Vaughn says racing season is finally over. Might come back now. Jeremy, we would love to see that. We would love to see that. 100% make a comeback. Listen, Jeremy, hop on right now, brother. Hop on right now. We're going to be doing some 360 sprints next in this Spin the Wheel series. And if you want to get in here, have some fun with it, enjoy your time on the simulator on the Mondays for the Spin the Wheel series, man, get signed up. Join the fun. Jump out here. I know Matt Taylor's out there. He's running in this. We got Ty Dickinson in here. He's out there on the racetrack in that Papa Mike Promotions, END Farms, 618 Engraving and Designs, Peacemaker Racing Team ride. They're in the 6th position right now, battling underneath the Jeremy Aikens and the 99 ride of Tristan Dozier. Dozier there in position number 7. Oh no, not a sprint guy. Laugh out. And listen, that's the part of the fun of it, Jeremy. That's the part of the fun of this series is that, there's not going to be really any big money or anything else on the line. It's just going to be having some fun. It's going to be having a good time, enjoying, your afternoon on the simulator on the Mondays. The Spin the Wheel series is just meant to, really break things up, and everyone's going to be kind of on the same playing field when it comes to most of these cars. I mean, look at most of these drivers that are in here. Brickford, Benton, Sibley, Matt Taylor, Ty Dickinson, Jeremy Aikens. We normally see these guys, either in a dirt street suck or maybe the odd time in a late model, but not a whole lot of the other toys here on iRacing. So you're not going to be out of your element as not a sprint car guy, but you can jump in here, have some fun, brother. As Papa Mike says, Ty who? Ty who? Ty motherfucking Dickinson. That's who. Ty Sweet T Dickinson out there on the racetrack trying to battle his way inside the top 5. And here on the racetrack is Tyler Brinkford. The Big D trying to hunt him down here as Brinkford there in position number 1. The Big D machine of Dustin Benton back there in second. Corey Sibley hanging out here in that 3rd spot on the speedways. Matt Taylor back there in position number 4 looking for more. Jeremy Aikens, Ty Dickinson, and Tristan Dozier continuing to battle here for that 5th spot on the speedway. As Jeremy says, no, small circles and valiant flips, not for violent flips, not for me. Laughing like, hey man, it's a simulator though. The flips are fun. Listen, we may even put a prize out there for the most flips throughout the season. Who knows? And it's not going to be every single time that we're going to be doing sprint cars as well as street stocks. In the Spin the Wheel series, basically we have, I want to say it's 12 of the different dirt cars in there, and I think maybe even a couple of like ARCAs or the NASCAR trucks that will take onto dirt. So basically what we got is we got 2 different wheels, and 15 minutes before every single one of our races on Mondays, we're going to be going live and spinning those wheels. So basically it's going to spin a wheel for a random car we're going to race, and then we're going to spin a wheel for a random racetrack that we're going to race, which really makes it, more of a, craziness out there, makes it a lot more fun, a little bit more challenging for a lot of the competitors out there on the racetrack, where we're not going to be doing just the same old thing. It's not going to be just the same, street stocks every single race. We could be in a street stock, and then like later on tonight, be in 360 sprints, and then next week could be in a late model, then a UMP modified, then a dirt midget, then maybe a 305 sprint car, then back into a late model, then back into a dirt midget. You never know what it's going to give us for those random wheels, and going to any of the dirt racetracks as well really mixes things up and keeps people on their toes so they can't get time to practice throughout the week. You can't really hop out there and run 1,000 laps in one car at one racetrack and get prepared for that next week. You literally got 15 minutes before the series goes up, before the race goes up. We're going to be spinning those wheels 15 minutes before that. So you're really not going to have a whole lot of time to jump out there and get a practice in or anything else, or really get laps in, except for what the session withholds. So it's going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be very interesting, and it's going to really bring out the best in what could be the worst for a lot of drivers. And hey, we may see, Dustin Benton, Corey Sibley, Matt Taylor have a very hard time in those 360 sprints later, but it's going to be a lot of fun no matter what. As Mama Bear does say, trust me, I get more worked up than my boys do, and they tell me to calm down. Mom, it's not the end of the world. Listen, we love that emotion, Mama Bear. We love that emotion, though, okay? Maybe we need that here in the broadcast. Maybe we need that. Maybe just for tonight, but maybe we need that. Maybe we need you up here to be able to put that emotion, that fearfulness into them, and see if we can get Ty and Brace up here in the victory lane again. Maybe having you, up in the booth, making some calls with me, maybe that'll drive them to do that much better and get that much better to try to put themselves up and into the winner's circle. Listen, we're just here to have some fun here this afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to have a good time. We're going to run a couple of these races, kind of make things very interesting. As yo, David coming in as well, dropping that follow over on the Twitch stream. David, welcome to the Peacemaker family. Welcome to the Peacemaker crew coming in, smashing that follow button here on the broadcast. It's just for fun. We're just having some fun here tonight, trying to bring a little bit of awareness, a little bit of fun here into the simulator. As out in front, Tyler Brinkford continuing to lead the way with only 4 more laps left to go. 4 more laps left here in this one. Also, ladies and gentlemen, a brand new sponsor here as well on the Peacemaker channel as well. Give a huge shout out to KT Services. KT Services, you see that logo up above us here. KT Services coming and becoming a brand new sponsor here with Peacemaker Gaming. We got to give a huge shout out there to my boy Curtis Turriff, not only being a supporter here on the channel already, being one of our sub club members, being a subscriber here on the Facebook channel, but also coming in and now being one of the sponsors as well with the KT Services, man. We can't thank them enough for jumping on board with us and becoming one of the partners here, one of our sponsors on the channel. We can't wait to, try to help them grow, share out some of the amazing things, the amazing, awesome things that KT Services provides for all of, my local area, Deseronto and Belleville, Tynanega, Kingston, a lot of areas that are up here in the southeast Ontario. And we can't thank KT Services enough for coming on board with us here this afternoon and being a part of our sponsorship here on Peacemaker Gaming for the future. As we do see the white flag and the checkered flag fly, it's Tyler Brickford picking up the checkered flag here this afternoon here in these dirt street stocks. Tyler Brickford picking up the win, putting that 0-7 ride up here into the Charlotte Motor Speedway, the dirt track at Charlotte. Victory lane. Tyler Brickford with the win. Dustin Benton there in second. Corey Sibley coming home in third. Matt Taylor there in fourth. It's Jeremy Akins, Tristan Dozier, Ty Dickinson, our top 7. J.D. Witt, Charles Davis, and Russell Harold rounding out our top 10. As you take a look here, there is our race winner down on the front stretch here, getting ready for a little bit of photo shoot here. As Derek says, love this idea. Spin the wheel racing. I want in. Let's go, Derek. Let's go, brother. The description of the stream, my dude, has the Discord link, Derek. Has the Discord link in the description. If you can't find it, let me know, and I can post that in the comment section there as well for you, so that way you can find that Discord and get in here and have some fun. Humble Mike says, if you do that with Mama Bear, you're going to need to have a time delay to bleep out all of the swear words. Listen, it'll just be a broadcast, Papa Mike, with the bleep the whole way. It'll just be a bleep the whole way. There won't be any words. It'll be more or less just words coming out the odd time. It'll just be a long beep and then what the, and then beep, 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 beep. It's just going to be a consistent beep. But it's going to be a lot of fun. It would be a good time. I think it would be hilarious. It's my boy Derek coming in, showing the love. Mr. Moore not only coming in, showing the love here with the Spin the Wheel series, but also coming in, showing the love here on the broadcast with the like on the stream. Papa Mike as well coming in with that heart reaction. Jeremy Vaughn racing with the like, as well as Johnny Nolan coming in, smashing that thumbs up here on the broadcast. Is race number 1 here on the evening coming to a close. We're going to get ready to rock and roll here with our second race of the night as well. We're going to get ready for our second race, and we're going to be doing some more fun, having some more fun here on the evening, as we're going to be pulling, all these drivers and hopefully even more drivers into the next race for some 360 sprint cars. It's going to be wild, man. I haven't seen Dustin, Corey, Matt, Jeremy, Ty. I haven't seen any of these guys. Russell, Harold, or Charles Davis, any of these guys run a sprint car before, so this is going to be completely different, I think, for not only us, but also for them as well. So it's going to be a lot of fun to see them really hop out there and try to have some fun and try to do something different here on the afternoon and just have a good time. Whether or not we see 10 caution flags or a bunch of cars flip out there on the racetrack or run into issues or spin out or anything else, man, nonetheless, we're going to have some fun with it. We're going to have a good time. We're going to enjoy ourselves and enjoy what this, series can really bring forward here for the community. And Stein says, don't worry, Mom, no one hit me. I just suck. It was a good race. At least Ty is painfully honest with himself, unfortunately, but nonetheless, brother, it was a good race. We saw you battling there, battling tough with Jeremy Akins and Tristan Dozier for a lot of laps, man. Looked like you guys were having a good time out there, having some fun, 2 wide, 3 wide out there, battling on the racetrack, but at the end of the day, it was Tyler Brickford picking up our first win of the evening. You shout out there to Mr. Brickford coming home with that win, as Michael Dickinson says, great race. Love when the drivers are having fun. Exactly. That's the big thing, Papa Mike, is just having fun, whether or not it's us having fun up here in the chat or them having fun out there on the racetrack, man, and not letting egos or the pressure of things, build up or anything else. Just going out there, man, having some fun, enjoying your afternoon, letting, the Monday blues kind of fade away, makes the week a little bit easier, maybe even make people want to start, looking forward to Mondays, knowing that Mondays is going to be a fun night. We're going to be able to jump in here and be able to race something different, race something fun, and it's also going to make it so that we might see more things pop up. Drivers that maybe struggle in the late models, they might be putting up more hosted races and more other things, trying to get more practice in them. So it could be more racing as well in the not just the series, but altogether in iRacing. And then, maybe they want to get some practice, make sure they can kind of work on their craft when it comes to the dirt midgets or the 360 sprint cars or the UMP modifieds. It could just really drive it and make it so that everyone wants to just have some fun, enjoy their time on the simulator, and experience everything that it has to offer here, not just dirt street stocks, not just certain other things that we've done here in the past. And that's why Dustin wanted to kind of put this series together. We could have went right into another season of the Monday Night All-Stars. We could have just hopped right in there. We could have jumped into that. We could have started racing dirt street stocks again, went from one series of it right to the next series of it, and really nothing in between, and just keep doing dirt street stocks. But after a while, we start to see the car counts go down, drivers really maybe not having that much fun. This can kind of break it up, give these drivers that little bit of, time away from the street stocks potentially. Obviously, our first wheel spin was the dirt street stocks, but maybe takes them away from it a little bit, lets them experience some of the other stuff, let them have some fun here for, a few weeks or, a couple months, however long we tend to do this, and then, just kind of having a good time with it. And who knows, maybe bring more drivers. Maybe there's some guys that race late models that'll want to run the series, that'll hop in here, and now they're going to be forced to race those UMPs, or they're going to be forced to race the dirt street stocks, and they may end up liking them and may want to do more things with any of those other cars. So it should be a lot of good times. Ty, you don't suck. No, he doesn't suck. Ty's good out there. Yo, Matt Taylor coming in as well, showing the love with that heart reaction as well. Let's go, brother. Let's go. Coming in, showing the love here in this one as, if Brickford wants, there we go. We see him in here. Let's get Tyler Brickford in here, man. He was able to pick up that win, able to pick up the win here this evening in our first race. Let's see what he's got to kind of say here about, the whole series and about this race out there on the racetrack and everything else, as we're going to pull him up into the booth. Hey, Tyler, it's Aaron up here in the Peacemaker Broadcasting booth. You get a copy?
Yes, sir.
Tyler, man, no pressure here in this one, man. Obviously, just a lot of fun out there on the racetrack. Something different here. No points on the line, no nothing. Just a good night, having some fun here on the simulator with the boys as we get ready to kind of showcase this Spin the Wheel series. So, not only take us through this race as we suddenly pick up a very good win, being able to beat Dustin Benton and Corey Sibley, Matt Taylor, a lot of decent competitors still out there on the racetrack, but we were able to see you beat him and battle with that 34 run and take a guy that's won a ton of these races here with the DCSSS and put him back there behind you. That's got to feel pretty good.
It does. I didn't even realize this race was broadcasted. I was just going out there racing. It was fun. I figured I had to get up there before Dustin just ran away like he typically does. So it was a good race. It was a fun race. Shout out to those guys who battled me.
Absolutely, man. Definitely looked like a lot of fun out there. Now, we were, just chatting with everyone in the comments section, having some fun here on the afternoon, as well as you guys were having some fun out there on the racetrack. It's not really, it's broadcasted, but it's more of a showcase here for what the Spin the Wheel series really is and what it's really about here. So kind of take us through, how you feel going into, some of these races, knowing that they're, kind of randomized with the different cars, different racetracks. What do you think is going to come out of this with it being, really fun or really struggling for a lot of drivers, or what's your thoughts going into this series?
Personally, I mean, I'm really good at some tracks like Charlotte. I love it. The next track we're going to, not big a fan. So I'll probably struggle there, especially in the sprint cars. But I feel like overall it'll be a good series. People struggle with different things, so there'll be a lot of different people up front. It should be entertaining.
Absolutely. Definitely flips the field around here for a lot of different people, right? Whether or not it's the UMP modifieds or the late models, or the sprint cars, the street stocks, being able to kind of hop out there and experience, the different cars, the different tracks, and everything else really kind of brings the fun back into the simulator here with this series. Going out there and not knowing whether or not you're going to be fast or good compared to other people. So it kind of puts the egos aside and just kind of makes everyone, have a good time. I'm hoping that, throughout the series, everyone kind of works together, gives people pointers and trying to help each other, continue to get better. So when we do run into, a race like we have here at Lincoln in those 360 sprints where everyone's going to kind of be scratching their heads on what to do, maybe there's going to be that one guy that knows kind of what to do or how to fix, some of the issues or anything else where we can really see some good racing out there on the speedway and really start to grow not only the community here with the Dirt Clash Super Street Series, but grow iRacing in general, making it so that more people want to start hopping in here on a Wednesday or a Thursday afternoon and put up a bunch of random lobbies and just do a bunch of different races to kind of get a little better at that car that they didn't do as good in on Monday night, or they want to make sure that when we do hop in or potentially hop into one of those other cars that they can be a little bit more practice on it and have that extra little bit of skill compared to just running the street stocks week after week after week.
Yeah, I completely agree with that. Different cars make different skill sets, so and they all can be applied to different things. So
Absolutely. Not only expanding the driver's talent here on the simulator, but also expanding the series to newer and different things, and hopefully bringing in more fans in the stands and bringing in more competitors here to battle week after week after week, and being able to do some different cars. I'm sure we're going to see a lot of different people kind of hopping in here and maybe struggling in the street stocks, but kicking everybody's butt when it comes to these sprint cars or when it comes to those late models. And I think it's going to be a lot of fun, and as you said, it's really going to mix up the fields too, right? We're going to see, dominant cars in certain series or certain cars, and then we're going to see other drivers that are going to be dominant in other ones, where it's really going to mix up the point standings. It's really going to make people kind of have to be on their A game, everything that they get behind the wheel of.
yeah, man.
Absolutely. Well, Tyler, congrats on the great run. Congrats on the win here at Charlotte Motor Speedway in our first pre-series race here for the Spin the Wheel series, as you're able to jump out there, pick up a big dub here at Charlotte Motor Speedway, man. Congratulations on that run. Is there anyone you'd like to thank for not only having, such a great run here this evening, man, but throughout the Monday Night All-Stars and some of the, Friday Night Lights series and everything else, man, we see you keep on getting better and better and better, man. Is there anyone you'd like to thank here this evening, your sponsors, friends, family, for, continue to support you and help you drive, these third street stocks better and better, and hopefully seeing what you can do here in these new cars as well here with the DCSS?
I gotta thank East Coast Sim Sports for having me on the team. I gotta thank Dustin for putting these races on, and then you for showcasing them. That's really about it.
Beauty. Well, Tyler, we hope to see you back out there here in the second race of the evening, as those 360 sprints at Lincoln are going to be an absolute handful, but we're going to have some fun, and hopefully we'll see you maybe back up in the winner's circle after the next race as well.
Yes, sir.
Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, give it up there for Tyler Brickford. Brickford picking up the dub here in this one. So this race coming to a close here. So what we're going to do is we are going to get ready to hop into the next race, the next series that we're going to be doing, and that's Lincoln. If you guys want to hop in here, have some fun here on the afternoon, get in on the broadcast and be able to join in on the fun here with the DCSSS, look up in the search area here in the hosted section, Dustin Benton. You'll see that Spin the Wheel series at Lincoln Speedway, the Dirt Sprint Cars 360s here this afternoon. That is the next race that we're hopping into here in just a second. We're going to be going right in there and seeing what these drivers can do, and if they can handle these amazing, very, very fast, very powerful race cars out there on the speedway compared to what they normally can do in the dirt street stocks here. So this is the first time on a Monday night in quite a while that we're going to see a lot of these drivers hopping into something different. We're going to see Ty Dickinson out there. We already see Russell Harold loaded in, as well as Jeremy Akins, Dustin Benton, Charles Davis. We see Corey Sibley in there. So we got a whole lot of different drivers hopping in here, and now we're getting into a lot of these sprint car drivers that are, a part of the series, not part of the series, but part of the simulator as well. We see a lot of guys that, will only stick with one car or one style of racing. So it's going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be really cool to see drivers starting to mix things up and running the different cars and having fun with different things here, week after week after week here with this Spin the Wheel series. It's going to be a ton of fun. Yo, Whitney coming in, showing the love with that like on the stream. How are you, Whitney? Whitney coming in, smashing that thumbs up here on the Facebook broadcast, coming in, showing all the love here this evening as we're going to get these drivers ready to rock and roll. We're going to get ready to go back to battle here in just a few more moments as Tyler Grimsey says, what track for the sprints? It is Lincoln Speedway here for the 360 sprint cars there, Tyler. It's under, you can probably search Dustin Benton, or you can probably search, I don't know what else you would search, Spin the Wheel maybe? Oh my gosh, these things are wild, man. I love sprint cars, man. Up here in Canada, we got a lot of different sprint car series that roll through a lot of our racetracks and everything else. And, man, they are an absolute blast. They are a whole different animal getting out there with the open wheeled, high wings, high speed racing, man. It's a ton of fun. It's a ton of fun to watch sprint cars out there on the racetrack. And they're just as fun here on the simulator as well, man. These things are absolutely wild. As Timothy Thorin, hopefully I'm saying that right, Thorin, they're in the number 9 ride out there on the racetrack. We do see the 53 machine out there as well of Aiden Yost Klein, hopefully I'm saying that right. Corey Sibley in the 999 ride jumping out there onto the racetrack. We do see Dylan Del Mastro out there as well. Dylan Del Mastro in the 62, the beautiful Trump ride. That is a beautiful looking paint scheme out there as the Trump machine rolling on the racetrack. There's Dustin Benton, the Throttle Down Motorsports, the DB34, the Dustin Benton driving school ride there on the racetrack as well, looking sharp. See Gunnar Swindell out there in the one ride, man. That's a beautiful looking paint scheme out there. Tyler Brickford back out there as well, the Wilson Motorsports 07 ride. Charles Davis out there on the track as well. There's Charles Davis down pit side. This is going to be a lot of fun, man. This is going to be interesting to see all these drivers kind of duking it out, battling out there, man, in a different car here this evening. This is going to be exciting to watch these guys really duke it out, and there's more and more cars that keep on loading in here. We now see, Matt Taylor loading into the sim. We do see Jeremy Akins now rolling out onto the racetrack. So here comes that DWR number 57 right out onto the speedway as well. So this is gonna be interesting. This is gonna be very, very interesting, very fun, very, very wild here this afternoon. As Ty says, I gotta pee, says Ty. Oh no. Sweet tea, always got to go use that sweet tea porty potty here this afternoon before the racing action gets underway. Derek Lair out there as well in the number 23 ride, hopping out onto the racetrack. Here comes Charles Davis in the number 5 ride here in this one. Woo, look out. Yeah, so this is going to be different. This is going to be different, man. This is going to be pretty fun to watch these guys try to battle out here in these, man. This is going to be a lot of fun. I'm pretty intrigued on how a lot of those dirt street stock drivers are going to do here when it comes to these sprint cars. I see already 5 names that aren't a part of the Monday Night All-Stars up inside the top 5. Corey Sibley, the first of our Monday Night All-Star drivers in the dirt street stocks, now here in this sprint car. He's currently 6th quickest out there on the racetrack. Ty Dickinson 9th quickest. Our winner there from Charlotte Motor Speedway, Tyler Brickford, currently 10th quickest. Dustin Benton back there behind him in 11th. Matt Taylor currently 12th fastest out there on the racetrack. Then we see Russell Harold in 13th. Jeremy Akins in the 14th spot. Charles Davis in 15th. So a lot of our, our Monday Night All-Stars drivers a little deeper in this field compared to some of these other guys that are a little bit more, skillful in these sprint cars. When you look through the field, you see this number 9 rider, Timothy Thorin, at the front of the field here running a 13:45. We start to look at some of these guys that are part of our Friday or our Monday Night All-Stars. Oh my gosh, look at 53 flying there through the air. The Monday Night All-Stars or our Friday Night Lights Dirt Street Stock Series, they're half a second slower. They're back there, 4/10, 5/10 slower than what our current fast lapper is sent out there on the speedway. Adrian Loss Klein there as well. The 53, he's currently 2nd. Tristan Dozier currently in 4th. Gunnar Swindell in 5th. Doug Hammaker. Oh my gosh, that's a name. Doug Hammaker in the 5th spot, and Corey Sibley currently 6th fastest out there before Dylan Del Mastro in the 62. Derek Lair, Ty Dickinson, Tyler Brinkford, our top 10. But here we go, Brady Beavers gonna jump up into position number 3 here. So that's gonna move some of our Monday night Dirt Street Stock regulars a little farther back here, as Ty says, I feel great. Hard to make a lap with people flipping left loud. It's definitely hard to make a lap without having people flip in front of you, getting tied up in a wreck or anything else. And that's part of sprint car racing, though. I mean, I think the sprint cars, the midgets, stuff like that, I think they're going to be the biggest question mark on the series, right? Because you just never really know. But I mean, once we get that series going and flowing, everyone that, you know, normally races with us and everything else, everyone learning each other's driving styles and stuff, I think it's just going to get better and better and better, man. And it's going to make for some great racing, especially when guys are able to run out there clean, have the respect, and maybe not as such a hard racetrack like Lincoln, but who knows, we could be back here in week 1 with these exact same sprint cars, and it could be the same story. But hopefully right now, you know, we can see more and more of these sprint cars guys getting in here. Maybe they're going to be really talented at it. Maybe they'll be able to show us the way and be able to put on a good show for everyone watching here, and everything else is we're going to take a quick break. I'm going to get a drink into me, then we're going to get ready to rock and roll here for our qualifying and heat races coming up in just a few more moments. But I'm going to get a quick drink into us. I'm going to keep chatting with you here a little bit, but don't mind me if we do a quick little crank it up here on Piece of Mango Gaming with the Spin the Wheel Series. Great here this evening. Facebook. I think Facebook just crashed. It's still going good. It's still going good. I think Facebook just crashed. Oh no! No! Facebook, what in the world is going on?
Guys, we are...
Facebook just literally crashed on me. What in the heck? We're back. What in the world? So chat, was Facebook just down for like fucking 2 minutes there? That's fine. That's been fine. The last 2-3 minutes. What in the world is going on? Still live for you, Tony? Okay. Literally just like, I literally just took a screenshot. Let me see if I can pull this up. Literally just showing me Facebook was like, down. Yo, Nautical Marine coming in, showing the love with that like on the stream. How are you, Nautical? How are you doing this evening? Hopefully you're having yourself a wonderful Monday afternoon. These drivers about to hop out onto the track here for their qualifying session. They're going to hop out there onto the racetrack. They're going to try to lay down their quickest lap time, try to put themselves into the pole position here this afternoon. As the 19 rider, Russell Harrell, out there on the racetrack, we'll see Charles Davis in the 5 ride. Jumping out there onto the speedway, here comes that 999 Corey Sibley hopping out there onto the racetrack, looking to lay down a quick time here himself, trying to get himself a good starting spot here for heat race number 1. Out there as well in that number 2, and so we're gonna get ready to rock and roll for our first heat race here in just a few more moments. Our first heat race about to get underway here in just a couple more seconds. Getting in their final laps here in qualifying. Alrighty, as we're going to get ready to go to battle here in just a few more moments. 15 drivers have taken lap times, still waiting for about 10 more drivers to lay down lap times here in this one. I'm not sure if they're still in here or not, or they may have left the session already. Here you go. We do see one driver getting ready to hop out there. The 66 ride of Doug Hammaker. Hopping out there onto the racetrack, getting ready to lay down his quick time here on the speedway. His qualifying quickly coming to a close. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, you came here for a show. Well, here you go. It's our first heat race here in the 360 Sprint Cars is about to get underway as drivers getting loaded into the sim, each and every single one of them looking for a win here in this one. And starting on the pole here in heat race number 1 in the number 4 ride, the A-Shock machine that is Tristan Dozier. Dozier will start here in the pole position to his outside in the 69 run. It's the Mazda machine of Justin Johnson. Starting in position number 3 in the 9 ride. That is the Peterbilt machine of Timothy Tarin. Hopefully I'm saying that right. Thurin. maybe that's more how you say it. Thurin there in the 9 right. He was outside in the 2 machine. That is Brady Beavers. Starting in position number 5 on the racetrack in the Peacemaker Racing Team. 618 Engraving and Designs. 56 Graphics number 15. That is Matt Taylor to his outside in the Throttle Down Motorsports. Hoosier DB34 Driving School. That is the Precision Auto Body Ride of Dustin Benton. Starting in position number 7 in the number 5 ride. That is Charles Davis to his outside in the 19. It's Russell Harold. As Aaron Bowman says, that's Lincoln. I gotta learn to drive these. Aaron, Mr. Bowman, brother, we got a brand new series starting up on Mondays. It's called the Spin the Wheel series. That's what this is here. So basically what we're doing is just kind of showcasing what the Spin the Wheel series really is and what it's about, and allowing fans in the stands to really see what this is and what's going on with it. As basically what we're going to be doing is a random wheel for a random car every Monday race. 15 minutes before the race goes up, we'll be selecting a random car in a random racetrack to really mix things up, have some fun, enjoy some time here on the server, and enjoy the evenings here as well. The Discord is in the description here of the broadcast, man. If you want to jump in and become part of the series and be able to learn and try to drive some of these things and you know, meet some more of the guys here in the simulator, man, hop in here, get in there, and get in on some of the fun as we are quickly green flag racing here at Lincoln Speedway with the sprint cars. As out in front is Tristan Dozier, who continues to lead the way. Dozier down at a corner number 4 will lead lap number 1. So Dozier out in front. Timothy Thurin there in position number 2. Brady Beavers there in 3rd. Justin Johnson back there in 4th is Dustin Benton, Matt Taylor, Charles Davis, and Russell Harold bringing up the rear of the field. There's a good battle starting to brew here for position number 2, as we do have one driver running into some issues down the front straightaway. More drivers getting into it. Timothy Thurin, unfortunately, looks like he is going to get up and possibly into the outside fence here, going for a big slide job on our race leader. They make contact hard down low for the 4 ride. Hard contact, going for a wild ride there for Matt Taylor and the 9 machine is the Peterbilt ride of Timothy Thurin. Unfortunately, going for a bit of a loop-de-loop there. No caution flag on the racetrack. We keep it clean and green out there on the speedway, but let's take another look at this accident as the 9 is going for a big run. They make contact, unfortunately, and it just shows one driver down into the inside, one other driver down low. And it's a pretty heavy contact there, and a loop-de-loop and an upside-down scoop there for that 9 ride as he's taking his car down pit side. So as Matt Taylor is out in front. The 2 ride of Brady Beavers leads the way. Justin Johnson there in position number 2, trying to hang on to it as here comes Dustin Benton. Contact from the Big D machine and the 69 ride. Look out as drivers trying to split their way through it. Here comes that 4 ride of Tristan Dozier going right through the middle of them, going right back up into position number 3. Justin Johnson hangs on to 4th here as he's got that 5 ride of Charles Davis working down low, but unfortunately some of that damage here for that 69. Trying to get this car pointed back in the right direction, trying to keep it rolling out there on the racetrack as Brady Beavers continuing to lead the way. Joshua Neal coming in showing the love. What's good, Josh? Josh coming in showing the big love here in this one. How are you, brother? Coming in some action, the thumbs up here on the broadcast, man, as these things are a ton of fun. This series is going to be a ton of fun, and for anybody that's really wanting to get into some of the fun and learn, you know, different cars, have some different experiences, and have some fun here on the simulator, where it's not all about points, it's all about having fun here with the Spin the Wheel series. It's going to be a good time. Obviously, we are going to have points and everything else, where you could be really good in sprint cars, you could be really good in dirt midgets, but you may not be that good in what we run, you know, could potentially run late models and dirt street stocks and all these other cars may not be as good. So it's going to really mix things up as Brady Beavers picks up heat race win number 1. Dustin Benton there in 2nd. Charles Davis in 3rd. Justin Johnson there in 4th as heat race number 1 coming to a close. We'll get ready here for heat race number 2. Heat race number 2 about to get underway. We'll see these drivers get loaded into the sim, each and every one of them looking for the win. And you can see that our pole sitter, Colton Kinsey, really laying that wing down here to start this heat race. So interesting to see what these drivers are going to do. Moving this wing backwards, forwards, trying to figure out where they need to kind of have their car set up and ready to rock and roll here for this first heat race of the day, as They're starting to roll as Colton Kinsey will start here on that pole position to his outside. In the 999 ride, that is Corey Sibley. Starting in position number 3, this is the 07 to Tyler Brickford to his outside. That is La Nichols, or L.A. Nichols, there in position number 4. Starting in the 5th spot in the DWR iRacing iFlag 57 ride, that is Jeremy Akins to his outside. In the Brad Sweet number 67 machine, here is the Napa Auto Parts ride of Ty Dickinson. Starting in position number 7 in the number 25 ride, that is Jeffrey Kreider. To his outside is Doug Hammaker. Bring up the rear of the field. Already some contact. Hammaker up into the outside fence. Look out. Trying to get that next level ride. Put it back in the right direction. There he goes. He's got her hooked up once again, but clips the inside wall. Goes for a catwalk. Almost lays it upside down. A tough start here in this one for that number 66, Doug Hammaker here this evening is out in front. Leading the way, it's Colton Kinsey. Kinsey at the front of the field. Showing these drivers how to get it done, but look at our race leader upside down onto the inside wall. Red flag on the racetrack as Kinsey goes for a wild ride out of quarter number 4 here at Lincoln Speedway. Right there in the background, you do see Corey Sibley going to consume that race lead as Kinsey's taking his car down pit road as well. So our race leader, unfortunately, running into issues. That tail tag into the outside wall, unfortunately, sending him down the racetrack full speed into that inside fence. Heavy damage. A wild flip down there for that number 20 ride. Let's see if we can take a look back at it as we see a great battle brewing here at the front of the field. Corey Sibley, Lon Nichols out in front here, battling door for position number 1. Down low goes the 75 from the slide job there through 3 and 4, door to door out at quarter number 4. It's still Corey Sibley now with the slide job. Now here comes that 07 Tyler Brickford. He's going to poke his nose into the battle. Here comes Jeffrey Kreider. He's trying to work that 25 right up and through the field and towards the front here in that 25 machine is Ty Dickinson in the Napa Auto Parts at number 67 right back here in 5th. Jeremy Akins there in 6th as we see Colton Kinsey, Doug Hammaker, Derek Lahr, Grayson Stacy, Jace Reimer, and Titus Ortsfield out there bringing up the rear of the field. Unfortunately for 4 of those drivers, they did not hop out here for this heat race. We do see Colton Kinsey jumping back out here, though, getting some more laps, more runs in here himself, looking to try to keep on getting his car towards the front of the field. Unfortunately, multiple laps down, but looked like he had a very strong car until that mistake at a quarter number 4. We'll have to wait and see if he can race up here and maybe battle with these guys a little bit before this checkered flag. As the white flag has been displayed, as out in front, Corey Sibley in the 25 right of Jeffrey Kreider coming down through quarter number 3, and for the final time at a quarter number 4, they drag race back to the start-finish line, and the driver starting back in 9th will pick up this second heat race win of the evening. Jeffrey Kreider with the win, Corey Sibley there in 2nd, Brickford in 3rd with La Nichols there in 4th, Ty Dickinson, Jeremy Akins, Colton Kinsey, Doug Hammaker rounding out our top 8 there in heat race number 2. As we're going to get these drivers out there onto the racetrack here, a quick little bit of a stint here as our B-Main Constellation race about to get underway, and I do believe everybody's going to make it into the show here. Nobody's going to go home early, so drivers that hop out there onto the racetrack getting ready to go to battle again here this evening, trying to, work themselves into the show. All they really got to do is start in park or run out there, run some laps, get a little bit more experience, a little bit more fun out there on the racetrack to make sure that their cars are absolutely rocking and ready to roll here this evening, as this is going to be a very, very interesting day at the racetrack. It's going to be very fun to see these guys battling here in this A-Main feature event, especially when we throw out, 15, 16, 18 race cars out there onto the racetrack to duke it out here in our second feature of the night. As out in front, starting on the pole in the Mazda Racing number 69, that is Justin Johnson. To his outside in the 75 ride, that is L.A. Nichols there in position number 2. Starting in the 3rd spot in the 19, that is Russell Harold. To his outside in the Napa Auto Parts number 67, it is Ty Dickinson. Starting in the 5th spot in the 9 ride, that is Timothy Thorin. They're in position number 5. To his outside, the 57 is Jeremy Akins. Matt Taylor in the 5-6 Graphics Papa Mike Promotions Peacemaker Racing Team number 15. That is Matt Taylor. To his outside will be the 14, the Myers Contracting ride. That is Colton Kinsey. Bringing up the rear of the field in the Titan Wings number 66. That is Doug Hammaker bringing up the rear of the field. Momo Bear says, come on, Ty. Cheer on, Ty. Out there on the racetrack is Do Guy coming in. Showing the love with the like on the stream as we are quickly green flag racing here in our B-Main consolation race with the 360 sprints live from the beautiful Lincoln Speedway. Is out in front. La Nichols leads the way. L.A. Nichols at the front of the field as Justin Johnson there in second. Timothy Thorin there in position number 3, but he's got that 67 rider. Ty Dickinson looking to his outside. The Sweet Tea Gang Ryan trying to get hooked up here, work himself inside the top 3. Unfortunately, did not get the run he was looking for. There at quarter number 4, and Timothy Thorin is going to hang on to position number 3. So the Sweet Tea Gang, Ryan Ty Dickinson there in 4th as Matt Taylor in the 66 of Doug Hammaker trying to work himself to the front of the field. Hammaker making some quick work here out there on the speedway. Right into issues early on in heat race number 2, but he's already up inside the top 5 after starting back in that 10th position, and he's looking down low underneath the Sweet Tea Gang right at Ty Dickinson. Ty Dickinson going to slide back there to position number 5 on the racetrack as Doug Hammaker will jump up into position number 4, but a big slide jump and up over the banking goes the Sweet Tea Gang ride of Ty Dickinson. Off the racetrack and punted right down pit side. A tough break there for that 67 as the Sweet Tea Gang machine, unfortunately, down pit road here. You'll have to get ready for our A-Main feature event as L.A. Nichols leads the way. Timothy Thorin there in position number 2 with Justin Johnson there in 3rd. Doug Hammaker there in 4th. Matt Taylor now up inside the top 5. Jeremy Akins, Russell Harold are top 7 out there on the speedways. Ty Dickinson and Colton Kinsey are top 9 on the speedway. Bubba Bear says, come on, Matt, as Austin says, how many make it? They're all going to make it here, Austin. They're all going to make it here in this one. Everybody's going to make it into the show. They're all going to get an opportunity to race here in this one. As this evening, this series is right now, it's just for fun. This is just to showcase you guys what the Spin the Wheel series is all about. And if anyone is interested in getting in on the fun here and being a part of this amazing series, check the comment section, check the description of the stream, whether it's over on Facebook or YouTube. You can check it, see the Discord there, join in on the fun, become part of the Third Class Super Street Series here, and jump in, become part of our amazing Spin the Wheel series, where every single Monday around 7:45 Eastern Time, we're going to be spinning two wheels randomly here. They each have 12 different selections for cars and racetracks. So we're going to be randomly choosing a car and randomly choosing the racetrack to race at that night. 15 minutes before the race, we're going to make the broadcast. Everything else is going to get put up. Everything's going to get ready to rock and roll 15 minutes before the show. And then everyone's going to hop out there and have some fun regardless of what we're in. Whatever weapon we decide to hop into, whether it's sprint cars, dirt midgets, street stocks, late models, UMPs, whatever it may be, that's the car that we're going to be going into. As Sweet Tea Ty says, laugh my ass off. Yeah, that was a pretty good one right there, Ty. That was a pretty good one. We saw you launch it over the wall. We saw you send it up there and try to go for the big slide job. Unfortunately, it did not work out for you there in that one, brother. That one did not quite work out for you. So a lot of these drivers here, this is just a random hosted lobby that we've put up for the Spin the Wheel series. The series hasn't gotten underway right now, but trying to drive some more fans into the stands, build some of the hype up for it, and really showcase, bring more drivers into the fun here, and wanting to race and battle here, you know, Monday after Monday after Monday and really test their luck and try their hand at, all these different race cars, all these different machines, whether it is the sprint cars or the street stocks or the late models or the UMPs, whatever it may be, to really mix things up and really make these drivers have to kind of, keep their head on a swivel, really kind of learn the craft and figure out what they need to do for everything out there, all these different cars. And Ty says, all for fun, who cares? It didn't stick. Yeah, it didn't stick. It didn't stick. Hey, man, that's what it's all about. It's all about the fun, man. It's all about the fun, and that was fun. I mean, for your crew down there thrashing away on that 67 ride, probably not too fun for them, but it was a lot of fun for us up here in the booth, man, and hopefully that's some of the amazing content that we can create here throughout this series, man. It's just drivers, not getting butthurt over contact or making mistakes out there, just having fun, laughing about it, enjoying the day, enjoying their Fridays or their Mondays here, and enjoying their time on the simulator, man. That's what it's all about. It's having fun and bringing fun back into the simulator here, as we do see a lot of drivers back out there on the track, getting some laps in here, working on their cars, working on their craft, seeing if they can try to figure these things out a little bit more before our main feature event, as our main event to get underway here in just a few more moments. And these drivers are going to get ready to rock and roll. They're going to get ready to go to battle here and see who can survive. Not only survive, but who can pick up the win here in this one. Is this going to be a bit of a wild feature event, chat? We're going to have a ton of fun here with this one, man. This is going to be an absolute blast, and I can't wait to see how this one plays out, see what kind of carnage can ensue here this afternoon. I think it's going to be a bit of a crazy one out there on the racetrack.
Spin, we start to drive. Monday night, the stars collide on the dirt where dreams reside. Round and round, the dirt flies high. Street stops racing, touch the sky. Arresting glory, all our might. Chasing dreams on Monday night. Heartbeats pound and gravel flies in the dust where legends rise. No surrender, sparks will fly. On this track we testify. Tail to tail we never tire. Burning rubber, hearts on fire. Lap by lap we will inspire. Victory, our one desire. Round and round the dirt flies high. Street stops racing, touch the sky. Arresting glory, all our might. Chasing dreams on Monday night. Mud and sweat mixed with the stars. In our souls these racing scars. Feel the rush, the endless bars. On this dirt track we are stars. Engines roar, the night's alive. Tires spin, we start to drive. Monday night, the stars collide on the dirt where dreams reside. Round and round, the dirt flies high. Street stops racing, touch the sky. Arresting glory, all our might. Chasing dreams on Monday night. Heartbeats pound and gravel flies in the dust where legends rise. No surrender, sparks will fly. On this track we testify. Tail to tail we never tire. Burning rubber, hearts on fire. Lap by lap we will inspire. Victory, our one desire. Round and round the dirt flies high. Street stops racing,
Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, you came here for a show. Well, here you go. Is our main feature event is about to get underway. These drivers are getting ready to rock and roll here this evening from the beautiful Lincoln Speedway. Here this afternoon, the 360 sprint cars are ready to go to battle here in this one for our first race, actually our second race of the evening, and our second tester run, our second showcase here of the Spin the Wheel series here with the Dirt Clash Super Street Series. Starting on the pole in the number 2 ride, that is Brady Beavers. To his outside in the 25, that is Jeffrey Kreider. Starting in position number 3 in the Big D Machine, the Throttle Down Motorsports ride, that is Dustin Benton. To his outside in the 999, the Stoners Garage Shop, that is the Majula Speed Shop ride of Corey Sibley. Starting in position number 5, that is Charles Davis. Into his outside in the Wilson Motorsports 07, it's Tyler Brickford. Timothy Thurin, L.A. Nichols, Matt Taylor, Justin Johnson, Doug Hammaker, Jeremy Akins, Russell Harold, and Ty Dickinson bringing up the rear of the field as we end all the anticipation with our feature presentation. Quickly, the 2 ride of Brady Beavers out in front, looking to try to run away here with tonight's final feature event. As Brady Beavers at the front of the field, already some issues a little deeper in the back here as Ty Dickinson and the number 57 of Jeremy Akins come together. Let's take a look and see what happens here as Akins and Ty Dickinson on the initial start. Unfortunately, looks like they're going to run into each other here. We'll keep an eye on that 57 right. It's a little squirrely out of corner number 4. Ty gets into the back end of him, and look out as the 57 goes for a little bit of a tumble roll down the front straightaway. Both drivers, they will land back onto all 4 wheels and keep on driving out there on the speedway. As out in front, it is Jeffrey Kreider who leads the way here, but it's actually Brady Beavers who's still out in front. Looks like he was going to get that top spot back away as caution flag number 1 is going to fly. Looks like Tyler Brickford, Matt Taylor, Charles Davis going to run into some issues here. Watch the Wilson Motorsports ride up on the high side here in through corner number 4, and just looks like the rear end goes up over the cushion, comes down into the 5 ride, and unfortunately that creates quite a bit of a calamity here. You see the 19 ride also getting collected there of Russell Harold, as quite a few drivers getting some good damage right there. A few drivers is really nowhere to go. Let's see if we can get another look at this one as the 19 ride is going to drive into it here. Not sure who else gets in there. I'm not sure if that's the 19 ride or the 67, but somebody, yeah, the 5 ride, the number 15 of Matt Taylor in there as well, and a lot of tore up race cars down the front straightaway, and that will put us under the caution flag here as Matt Taylor really nowhere to go there in that one. Let's see if we can jump on board here with Matt Taylor, see what he can see from the cockpit as he's trying to work his way down low and going to work himself up towards the top 5 here. Unfortunately, going to run out of room in a quick hurry as Wilson and the 5 come together here off corner number 4 and right in front of him, and there's nowhere for him to go, nothing he could do except for hang on and hope for the best there. Unfortunately, Taylor's going to take his ride down pit side as we go back to green flag racing. The green flag quickly back out into the air as the 2 ride of Brady Beavers continues to lead the way. Beavers out in front, but he's going to give up that race lead as now Jeffrey Kreider into position number 1 on the speedway. So Kreider now out in front as Brady Beavers gets up that race lead here once again. This time not going to give it back for that 25 ride of Jeremy Kreider. Fake caution flag word to fly. He is still our race leader in the Mopar 25 machine, but Beavers battling back here on the outside. He is trying to figure out a way to stay at the front of the field, trying to hit his marks here on that outside groove is Matt Taylor right there in front of him, trying to stay on the lead lap. Taylor unfortunately was part of that first caution flag of the day, and he's trying to keep himself out of trouble here for caution flag number 2 as everybody battling out there on the racetrack. As Brady Beavers there in. Oh, he's almost taking that race lead back away right there. But here comes the 9 ride as well. Timothy Thurin now working himself up into position number 2 here as he's worked himself around the 25 ride of Jeffrey Kreider. Kreider unfortunately sliding back now into the 5th position as the Big D Machine, Dustin Beck, the Throttle Down Motorsports, ECS SSS Machine, the Precision Auto Bodies ride of Dustin Benton, now into third, but beating and banging fenders here with the number 75. Well, not really fenders, they're just banging tires out there on the racetrack, and a couple of those safety roll bars here on the side of these things, man, but they've been right there beating each other up out there on the racetrack, and it does look like they are not done that fight as L.A. Nichols and Dustin Benton put on a show for us here for position number 2. Is now Benton up into the outside fence as the caution flag is going to be displayed. Looks like Jeffrey Kreider, one of those drivers that was out in front here, led some laps getting into the inside fence and then washes up the racetrack here. He's going to get into the inside fence again. It's just going to kind of ramp up there, then go upside down the end of the back straightaway. Heavy contact there for that Mopar 25. Pretty busted up front end as he's trying to get this car pointed back in the right direction. We do see that caution flag fly, so we'll get everybody stacked up, racked up, ready to go back to green flag racing as out in front, it's still Brady Beavers. Beavers continuing to lead the way. And Victor Ferguson says, you look nice. Well, thank you, Victor. I appreciate that. I appreciate that, brother. Brian Leahy says, what goes on here nowadays, Mr. Leahy? What in the world, Brian? How are you, brother? How are you, Mr. Leahy? Coming in, showing the love, man. What goes on here nowadays, brother? Nothing but fun and good vibes go here nowadays, brother. That's nothing's really changed except for a lot of fun, a lot of racing, and a lot of other things as well. But it's nothing but fun, good vibes, and good times up here. How are you, Brian? Hopefully you're having yourself a wonderful day, brother. Man, it seems like it's been forever since we got to see you up here in the comment section, my boy. And I'm glad to see you. I'm glad to see you in here. As Mr. Leahy coming in, dropping that like on the stream as well. What's good? What's good, brother? It's peace and love, brother. Absolutely, my boy. Peace and love all day, every day to you, my boy. Hopefully you're doing well. Hopefully the fam jam's doing well as well. And you know, hopefully we'll get some games in here sometime. I know the new Call of Duty comes out in like what, a month from now. So you know, maybe we'll have to try to get the old crew together and rock some multiplayer on some Call of Duty in the near future. It might have to be something. We'll have to get something going with that again. Hasbro, I don't show up often anywhere. Oh, brother, you know what? It is what it is, man. Life happens. Life happens. People get busy. Things happen. You know, it's no worries. It's no sweat off my back, brother. I miss seeing you in here. I miss talking to you and chatting with you and playing games with you, brother. But you know, life happens. Sometimes it goes a-okay. Sometimes you gotta step away and do things and focus more on other things. And I totally understand that. I can't fault anyone for doing what's best for them. You know, and enjoying their time and everything else. Is that a Philadelphia Flyers banner? It is a Philadelphia Flyers banner in the background. I am a diehard Flyers fan as the 2C ride of Brady Beavers up into the outside fence. A big hit right there for him. Able to keep that car rolling in the right direction, though. As Timothy Deering has jumped up and taken that race lead away. So the 9 ride now out in front as Brady Beavers back there in second. Some contact, though, between a few more of our competitors. That's Matt Taylor in the 25 ride of Jeffrey Kreider coming together, and we are going to see the caution flag fly here once again this evening. A tough break right there as Matt Taylor up on the high side trying to get his 15 machine rocking and rolling towards the front of the field. Unfortunately, Tom skipped around in as he gets into corner number 3. 25 gets in there a little too deep, a little bit too much speed, and gets into the side of them. Luckily enough, all these drivers able to keep their cars on 4 tires and able to keep on rolling there on the speedway. A quick caution flag as we'll get ready to go back to green flag racing once we stack these drivers back up door to door out there on the racetrack. It's cool. I appreciate that, Victor. I appreciate that, brother. I see your profile picture is a Detroit logo. So obviously you're a Detroit Red Wings fan. No shame in that. Detroit's been around for a long time, man. They're a great team. A lot of good young players over there, man. It's going to be exciting to see what Detroit can do in the next few years as those players start to become more veteran players and everything else. Could be a very, very good team again. As Brian says, peace and love anymore. Good to see you, brother. Absolutely love the see you, mister. Love to see you. Always love to see you in here. And, come back in. Show some love more and more often. And we'll be here, man. We're live pretty much every single night of the day, man. Almost every single day. Pretty much every day. Every night we're normally live doing some racing, or, sometimes throughout the evenings or the early afternoons we're live doing other things as well. That it be, MLB or Madden or PGA or any of these sports games or any other things as well. Maybe some Call of Duty in there, Fortnite as well, here and there as well. We're always kind of getting into different stuff here and there, but we try to be live all the time, brother, and hopefully we can see you in here more and more often. Maybe put a smile on your face, maybe put a smile on my face to see you in here, as well as out in front the 9 ride. Timothy Furin is going to see that green flag fly once again. He's going to pick up right where he left off, and that is at the front of the field and running away with this one. As the 2 ride of Brady Beavers trying to hunt him down the 75 of L.A. Nichols. They're in position number 2. Tyler Brickford, they're in 3rd, and Justin Johnson rounding out our top 5 here on the Speedway. Dustin Benton trying to work himself in that throttle down motorsport, trying back inside the top 5 here as he looks down low underneath of the 69 machine. Ty Dickinson there in 7th, trying to get that 67 Napa Autoports ride up inside the top 5 is Corey Sibley, Matt Taylor, Jeremy Hankins rounding out our top 10 here on the Speedway. Jeffrey Kreider back there in the 11th position as Russell Harold there in 12th, and Doug Hammaker rounding out our top 13 is Charles Davis, Sean Tenpenny, Gunnar Swindell, Rayson Stacy, Adrian Yost Klein, all down pit side. Same with Colton Kinsey, Jace Reimer down pit road, Tristan Dozier, Titus Fortsfield, Derek Lahr, and Dylan Del Mastro all off the racetrack as well. As we see one driver upside down, that is the number 25 ride. Was that L.A. Nichols going for a wild ride there as well? We see a bunch of drivers getting tied up here on the back straightaway. The orange and black 69 ride going for a bit of a wild one there, as the 75 is going to take his car down onto the front or back straightaway here and stop on the speedway, takes his car off this racetrack. But let's take a look here at the 69 ride. My gosh, that was Justin Johnson going for a wild ride here in this one. As Victor says, I have a Flyers jersey. It is a Eric Lindros. Yo, brother, that's dope, man. That's dope. Love Eric Lindros, man. I wish Scott Stevens never existed. That way, he never would have gotten, that very, very awful concussion. Obviously, a player that had a few concussions before that, and those concussions really just ended his career and really took him out of what he was. But previous to that big Scott Stevens hit in that massive concussion that he got, Eric Lindros, I think, probably would have been one of the best hockey players in the sports world, man. You look back at his numbers and what he was doing in those days and ages where goalie where scoring really wasn't that big of a thing. There really wasn't a whole lot of goals. Players weren't putting up huge points there in the early 2000s and late 90s and stuff like that. And Lindros was one of the best out there to do it, man. And Lindros, I think, would have been one of those players that would have been a star player for multiple years. Watch the 69 ride out of corner number 4 here. Gonna clip that inside wall, and this thing just hangs a white and straight into the outside fence here, catwalking the whole way into it. I don't know if this throttle hung off the contact, but watch it into the inside fence right there on corner eggs, and this car just catwalks full throttle, bam, straight into the outside fence. Heavy contact, massive air, and look at the 999 ride, just barely avoiding him right there. Corey Sibley almost got a big piece of that 69 machine as we go back to green flag racing, going back to battle, but the caution flag going to come right back out here as unfortunate break. Actually looks like Dustin Benton, Ty Dickinson, both going to get tied up in this one. Take a look here as Dustin Benton a little farther back, trying to work himself up through the field, trying to get back inside the top 5. Sweet Tea right there in front of him. It looks like contact from Matt Taylor, unfortunately, going to send the 34 right of Dustin Benton up the racetrack here, and that sends Dustin up and into that 67 right. Watch down low. The 15 just going to slide up ever so slightly. Tail takes that 34 right, and it just launches him up the racetrack, just clips rear end there, the push bar of Ty Dickinson. Spins Dickinson around as well as Dustin Benton. Heavy damage there into the outside fence for the 34 ride. And then we see more contact afterwards as Jeffrey Kreider goes upside down. The 999 ride, unfortunately not avoiding this one. Is wow, what a flip right here for this 25 ride in slow motion, man. This is poetry in motion right there with that car going for a wild ride. Let's take another look at this one, man, as that was a big hit. So everyone trying to avoid the 67 and the 34, and unfortunately for the 25 ride, man, he goes flying through the air there. Takes that car right down pit side as that thing went for a vicious flip down the front straightaway. Yeah, that was a huge hit. That was a huge hit, man. Lindros unfortunately had a couple too many head injuries there early in his career. And I mean, his stats now look a little bit more bleak because we do see more contact right here off of the restart. The 66 right tied up into it. Upside down goes Russell Harold, and I do believe the caution flag going to come right back out here in this one as cautions breeding cautions here at Lincoln Speedway. And a few more drivers running into issues here off of the start as it looks like the 07 ride. Tyler Brickford, unfortunately here, through the slick stuff, gets onto the loud pedal, and you're going to see him. Actually looks like he clips the inside wall right there. Shoots right up the racetrack into the side of the 66 ride. He bounces up off the outside fence. Brickford still trying to get the handle of his car. Unfortunately gets back into that 66 ride. The next level, J&S Classics ride goes sideways. Nowhere to go for the 19 ride as he comes in and absolutely clobbers him. Quite a bit of contact there. You also see Corey Sibley getting into another one in that 999 ride. And upside down goes that 19 machine of Russell Harold. A couple more heavy hits out there on the racetrack as Harold's car looking more like a wingless sprint car now out there on the racetrack as we'll get them ready to go back to battle. See if we can try to get these drivers back out there for another good run here in this one. See if we can go green flag and click some more of these laps off here this afternoon. It's Victor Ferguson coming in, dropping that like on the stream. I appreciate that. Victor coming in, showing the love here in this one as I'm assuming that's how you pronounce it, or Vettor. I'm not sure if you call it Victor or the Vitor. I'm not sure how you may pronounce it, or if it's just spelt that way for fun. I'm not sure, but I appreciate you coming in, Mr. Ferguson, smashing that thumbs up here on the broadcast. Steven Stefanski coming in as well. How are you, Steven? Steven coming in, dropping the thumbs up here on the broadcast as well. How are you, brother? Hopefully you're having yourself a wonderful day. Yes, we're going to get ready to keep on playing here this evening as the green flag back out into the air here this evening as it is Victor. Okay, just spelled that. Spelled it wrong. Hey, listen, it happens. It happens. I'm just glad I got it right. I'm normally very awful with names, more than likely last names. Usually I get them completely wrong, including our race leader right now, Timothy Thurin. Hopefully I'm saying it right. Thurin. Maybe it's right, maybe it's wrong. I don't know until they tell me. So hopefully I'm saying it right. I could be pronouncing it completely wrong though. But the 9 ride out in front, doing a great job here in this one as Brady Beaver's trying to chase him down. But more contact, more drivers upside down here on corner number 4. Oh my gosh, what in the world is going on here? That's Justin Johnson going for a wild ride down the front straightaway as the caution flag comes back out. He's going to take his car down pit side. Let's see if we can take a look at this one and see what happened here. As there's a lot of drivers, unfortunately, getting tied together here up towards the front of the field. I think Dustin Benton part of that one as well, but Justin Johnson right in the thick of it. It's him in the 2 ride, makes some contact. He goes up the racetrack, and then everyone else kind of slides in here, and they all just start running over top of each other. And the 69 goes upside down, and then gets pushed down the front straightaway by the 999 ride of Corey Sibley. That's a pretty fun one right there. Let's see if we can jump on board here with Justin Johnson and see what he can see here from the cockpit of this number 69 ride. So running right on with the helmet cam, he sends it into the corner, and unfortunately there's the contact between him and the 2, and then here comes everybody else in the field, and he's just hanging on and enjoying the ride here. And then yeah, that's okay, that was a Crazy ride right there for Mr. Johnson. Wowzers. That was definitely not what he was hoping for, guys. We'll get him ready to rock and roll once again. We'll get ready to go back to Green Flag Racing's Billy Tabor. How are you, Mr. Tabor? Coming in, showing the love here in this one as well. Coming in, dropping that like on the stream. How are you, Billy? Hopefully you're having yourself a wonderful Monday. Hopefully a little bit of this dirt track racing can wash away a little bit of the Monday blues here this afternoon. As Jim Hall says, what a bunch of rookies. A lot of these guys tend to not run the sprint car. So a lot of these guys, Ty Dickinson, Tyler Brinkford, Dustin Benton, Jeremy Akins, Matt Taylor, Corey Sibley, a lot of these guys, they don't really ever run the sprint cars, so they are definitely rookies in their own part here with the sprint cars. But you know, give them a little while. They might get a little bit better at these things. But these guys normally run late model, street stock, stuff like that, not the sprint cars. So they're out of their element. But hey, you gotta give it to them, man. Running their element, getting out of their comfort zone, and trying something different here on this random Monday evening. Trying to have a little bit of fun out there on the racetrack. As Timothy Thurin leads the way in the 9 ride. Ty Dickinson there in position number 2. Doug Hammaker now there in 3rd as Tyler Brinkford in position number 4. Dustin Benton there in 5th as the Throttle Down Motorsports Precision Auto Bodies at number 34 ride. There in the 5th position, Matt Taylor back here in position number 5 with Jeremy Akins. Corey Sibley our top 8 there on the speedway. Then we see Charles Davis in the 5 ride there in position number 9. Justin Johnson down pit side, Brady Beavers off the racetrack, and Russell Harold also down on pit road here in this one. As Timothy Thurin leads the way, showing these drivers how to get it done here in this one, but the battle's on for position number 2. Timothy has absolutely got shot out of a cannon here on the restart, and he's continuing to open up that lead between himself and that Brad Sweet sprint car here this afternoon. The Napa Auto Parts ride piloted by Ty Dickinson. As Ty there in that 2nd spot on the speedway is Doug Hammaker there in position number 3. The Big D Machine, Dustin Benton up into the 4th spot as Tyler Brinkford slides back to 5th. Brinkford trying to get this Wilson Motorsports ride rolling towards the front of the field, but he's got to be careful as here comes Matt Taylor. Taylor in the 5-6 Graphics, Papa Mike Promotions, Peacemaker Racing Team. Number 15 ride back here in that 6th position. Battling there is Jeremy Akins right behind him. Corey Sibley a little farther back there in that 999 ride here in the 8th position. Charles Davis unfortunately finds himself that first car a lap down out there on the racetrack. As Timothy Thurin continues to lead the way, now out in front by almost 4 seconds between himself and Doug Hammaker. Hammaker able to make the move and get in front of the Sweet Tea Gang ride. Ty Dickinson back to 3rd here as Ty trying to keep on rocking and rolling, seeing if he can try to hunt down this 66 right again. Oh, baby, things getting close there as that Sweet Tea Machine almost got a piece of him right there. Almost took him for a ride down through 1 and 2 here at Lincoln Speedway. They're going to go for a second 3 wide as here comes the Big D. Dustin Benton now back up into 3rd. Dustin Benton there in 3rd, but now he's going to get tight down through 1 and 2. That's going to open up the door for Ty Dickinson to bounce back down to his inside. Now contact into the inside wall. Dustin Benton, unfortunately, oh man, that's going to kill all of his momentum. That car gets stalled down in corner number 3 and 4, and he's going to lose a ton of ground there to Ty Dickinson and Doug Hammaker. Hammaker trying to stay in position number 2. Ty Dickinson trying to track him back down is out in front. Continue to click off the laps. Timothy Thurin continues to lead the way here in this one. Thurin out in front. That car blinking though a little bit. There it is. He's back onto the racetrack. The Peterbilt machine down across the line. We'll click off another lap here at Lincoln Speedway, and we see 2 more laps left to go here in this one. 2 more laps for the 9 ride. It's down the back straightaway into corner number 3. Nice and easy out of corner number 4 in the 9 ride. We'll see the white flag fly. Final time around here for Timothy Thurin. It's Thurin down out of corner 1 and 2 for the final time this evening down the back straightaway into corner number 3 and out of corner number 4 with over a 5-second lead. He is going to cruise down across the start finish line, and he will pick up this evening's final checkered flag on the day. Timothy Thurin gonna get it done and pick up the win here this evening. Doug Hammaker there in second. Ty Dickinson going to pick up third as Dustin Benton there in fourth. Matt Taylor, Jeremy Ankins, Tyler Brickford, Corey Sibley, Charles Davis, and Justin Johnson. Rounding out our top 10 here on the Speedway, but it's all Timothy Thorin as he's able to get this win and put himself into victory lane. As, yeah, Jim, these guys, they're all rookies, at least a lot of them. I can't talk for every one of them, but most of those guys out there on the racetrack, man, are all rookies when it comes to behind the wheel of these dirt sprint cars. Most of these guys are more experienced in a lot of different other classes, a lot of different things out there. So, you know, don't judge unless he wants to be judged. And I don't know about you, but I bet you probably haven't even sat behind the wheel of one of these things. So, you know, you can't call other people rookies when you're probably a rookie yourself. Like calling the kettle black, you know, you can't do that. And Mama Bears has come on time, cheering on Mr. Sweet Tea out there on the racetrack, coming home in third as Mr. Ramvis coming in, says good run time. Great run right there for the Sweet Tea gang. Ride the pump of my promotions, E&D Farms machine of Ty Dickinson. A great run for all of our, you know, regular dirt street stock drivers and late model drivers, guys that normally don't get behind the wheel and really run a lot of sprint car races, if any sprint car races. These guys may have tried their hands once or twice, maybe 3 times out there in these sprint cars. So being able to jump out here, have a little bit of fun, experience some different things here on the simulator, and have a good time out there on the racetrack. I'm sure, hopefully, they all had a good time, even if they were getting beaten around, bounced around out there, getting tied up in some of those wrecks. Hopefully they were having a good time out there on the speedways. Ty coming home in third, Dustin Benton there in fourth. Then we saw, you know, Matt Taylor coming home inside the top 5. Jeremy Aikens, a good run there in 6. Tyler Brickford, Corey Sibley, Charles Davis, Justin Johnson, our top 5, but it was all Timothy Thorin here this evening, picking up the win in this one. And Doug Hammaker coming home in position number 2. As Jeremy says, laugh out loud, first time ever in a sprint car. Brother, that's what's up right there. That's what's up right there. See, this Jim Hall guy said that you guys were rookies. Of course you're rookies. It's the first time you've been you've been on the simulator for 5 years, but it's the first time you've ever been in the seat of a sprint car. So, yeah, I would say you're the rookie of the sprint cars, brother. But man, oh man, oh man, you guys made it look fun out there and had a good time, and that's all that matters. As Mama Bear says, congratulations to the top 3. Good run, Matt Taylor. Great run right there for Mr. Taylor out there on the racetrack. Good run for all these guys, man. That was a lot of fun. That was a good time, and that's what's to come here with the Spin the Wheel series, especially when we start to get more and more of these drivers in here. And I mean, Ty's in the broadcast waiting room. I guess we can pull Ty up here into the booth for a post-race interview. Hey Ty, it's Aaron up here in the Peacemaker broadcasting booth. You get a copy?
Yes, sir. What's up, Hope Slice?
Not much, Ty, brother. A good run, good race out there, man. Take us kind of through this one and take us through a little bit of your dirt experience here when it comes to these dirt sprint cars.
So I ran a league, I don't know, like 2 years ago, and I had 3 wins in the league. I actually really enjoy them. I just fucking hate the track. Sorry, rated R, my bad.
Oh,
but
rated
it's
R
all about the
good
wing
for anything, brother.
Yeah, it's all about the wing and trying to keep your car as straight as possible. No one had anything for the guy that won. I don't even know who that guy was, but he needs to stop being so fast. But yeah, that was a blast. I don't know.
Absolutely, man. Hey, that's what it's all about, having some fun, having a blast out there on the racetrack. And yeah, so there's different sides to the dirt community. Obviously, you know, there's the dirt street stock side of things, and it's kind of like every group or every class kind of has their own, like, little, what would you call it, group or, like, niche, something like that. Like, they're kind of all part of their own squads out there in the dirt community. And obviously, you know, there's all the late model guys that kind of run together, talk together, hang out together sort of deal. The dirt street stock guys tend to hang out with the dirt street stock guys. The you know, UMP guys hang out with the other UMP guys, or the mod guys hang out with the mod guys, and the sprint car guys are bring to their own and they hang out with just the sprint car guys. And these things are a totally different animal, man. And obviously here you see some of the guys that tend to run these a little bit more, having that little extra speed, having that extra little bit of gear here, and knowing what to do behind the wheel of these sprint cars. really gives you a good aspect on where you are compared to the rest of these guys. It really gives you a good look on, you know, what they're doing and what you need to do. So did you learn anything watching those guys roll out there on the racetrack when you saw, like, you know, Timothy Thorin there picking up the win, or Doug Hammaker there in the 66 front, or Brady Beavers, Justin Johnson, some of these guys that, you know, run these sprint cars a little bit more often?
No, I did not learn a single thing. But thank you for asking. But I mean, that's why like I'm most excited about this league with a spin the wheel series. And if no one's a part of this, you got to join it. It's all for fun. Like you don't know until the last a few minutes on what you're going to be running, what track you're at. And it almost like reflects the best of the best business league that I put on. Yeah, you don't know how good you are until you try. And I'm not good at these whatsoever, so that's not what I'm saying. But it's just like the best of the field. Like it, and tonight was about luck. I mean, in sprint cars, you saw I don't know how many people wreck, flip, die, but no. I wish I could follow Timothy, but he was ahead by 7 seconds, so I couldn't even see what he was doing. But yeah.
Yeah, absolutely, brother. You know, jumping in there, having some fun behind the wheel, getting out of your comfort zone, running a different car, and experiencing it, and having some fun here. And obviously, once the league gets going and everyone kind of gets in here and into the swing of things, and not having, you know, random drivers in a hosted race where it's more of the regular guys that you're used to running, you know, the Dirt Street 6 or the late models with, guys that you're comfortable running around that can run, you know, maybe a little bit more in your same zone. You know, it can really open up the door for you to kind of make more maneuvers and have some more fun out there on the racetrack. And, you know, not only being in the sprint cars, you know, I mean, next week, who knows, we could be in the UMP Modifieds, we could be in the late models again, or the Dirt Street Stocks again, man. And it really, you know, keeps drivers on their toes and keeps everyone kind of coming back to the simulator, wanting more, wanting to try to practice, get some practice in for not only just one certain car and staying in that one lane, but really being able to feel and experience everything that the simulator has to offer here, not only on the dirt side, but also on the pavement side if we decided to do something like this over there as well.
Yeah, no, I agree. And it just like brings out it. But this league, it's all about fun. And that's all I care about. I have it at a league where you just relax and have fun and not worry about points. There's no money on the line. There's no contingencies. I just hope everyone in the league has a good time, and hopefully Dustin can get some more guys in it. I think we have like 11 cars so far currently signed up. I think it's gonna be a blast. I mean, it's gonna be a stress-free type thing, like MUREC. It's all about fun, you know, and that's what iRacing should be about. Instead of taking everything so seriously.
100%. And Jim, I see you there in the comments section, says that's all I run is 305s and 360s, and I have over 20 plus wins this season. Yet I know I still have some work to do before I run a good competitive series or league. Listen, brother, these guys that are running here, a lot of these guys that were out there on the racetrack, they just watched. Some of these guys have thousands of wins, hundreds of wins in dirt street stocks and late models and everything else. They've been around the scene for years and years and years and have so many different series championships and everything else. But as we said, it's all about having fun, man. These guys don't normally get out of their comfort zones. You know, a lot of these guys stay in their lane with the dirt street stocks, like you know, running this series. All you run is the 305s and 360s. Jump out here, jump into the league, have some fun with these guys, get to know them, and jump in here and slide into you know, a late model. Try your hand at that. You're probably not going to be as good as what you would be in the 305s or the 360s, so it kind of balances out the field a little bit as well, right? And it's completely random what car they're racing. So one night could be the late models, the next night could be the dirt street stocks, the next 3 nights could be the 305s or 360s or the 410 sprint cars or dirt midgets or whatever other car is on the spin wheel. Could be UMPs or anything else, mini stocks, whatever it may be. Kind of just keeps everyone floating around, keeps them guessing, keeps the competition more of a guessing game, and knowing that you don't know what you're going to be running or what you're going to be racing the next week, it really kind of limits drivers on practicing just one car in one racetrack every single day of the week. and getting really good at that one track or in that one car, it kind of has them, testing different things, running different things, maybe doing different leagues or putting up more hosted races to get practice and to learn more about the sprint cars, learn more about the UMP modifieds, and try to figure everything out with them and try to, expand not only the series and expand iRacing with more hosted lobbies, but also expand their knowledge when it comes to the simulator, and when they run all these different classes for different leagues or anything else, they can have a little bit of their foot in the water there after running some of these races and running some of this league, that they can have that little bit of experience in these cars and not just be, completely blown out of the water with them.
Yeah, no, I totally agree. So, Jim, like, I know you only focus on those few classes, but when it's all for fun, like, who cares? And Jeremy, I see you in the stream. Don't be a pussy. Come join.
Yeah, brother. Jeremy, real racing is over now. You don't have to worry about that, brother. And the series isn't going to be 4 months long. The series is going to probably be, 8 races, maybe 10 races long, a couple months, or maybe just ending before Christmas time, just to have some fun. Take a little bit of a break from running our usual Monday night program here with the Dirt Clash crew, which is just the normal street stocks, man. These guys have been running street stocks nonstop for, 1 or 2 nights a week for like 5 years, 3 years, something like that, since they came here onto Peacemaker Gaming. So it's been a long time, man, and that's a long time to sit behind the seat and just playing with that one thing, man. And it's nice to see them wanting to expand, wanting to try to put their feet and have some fun with different things and enjoy a little bit of the other stuff that's on the simulator. We pay for it, we all have it. What's the point of just never using it?
That's right. And yeah, Jeremy, I did call you out. Means I know how good you are. And let's just go have fun. Like, no one cares about wins. And who doesn't want the opportunity, potentially, to speak to Peacemaker himself?
100%.
I haven't done it in years. Probably 10 years, 15 years.
Something like
but
that.
It doesn't happen enough. And why not? Let's put a good show on for the fans, for Mama Bear, because, she's always watching and cussing people out. Let's do it. Let's have a good time.
We washed up, says Jeremy. Brother, come on now. Come on now. You're not washed up. Not in real life racing. On iRacing, you're definitely washed up. But hey, if you're washed up, Jeremy, what's the harm of hopping in here and running some different stuff, brother? Hop in here, have some fun, enjoy your Mondays, man. It's one night out of the week. You can run dirt street stocks and get your foot back into the throttle of that thing, man. But once a week, you get out here and you run a random car, whether it's a sprint car or a late model, or could be the dirt street stocks, man. We spun the wheel twice tonight for these 2 races. The first race that we spun was dirt street stocks at Charlotte. So, like, it's not like it's impossible for us not to be running the street stocks here as well. So you may get that extra little bit of practice there as well.
That's right. And Jeremy, I mean, you're still here. Would you expect me, of all people, to finish top 3? No, in any class possible. Jeremy, you sign up. I will pay for your entry fee. Do it right now. I will pay for your entry fee.
There you go. Listen,
don't be a pussy.
Listen, Jeremy, you're not the only one. You're not the only cat in that seat, brother. Okay, we got, Jordan Gage is signed up for this. We got Hargraves in here, Corey Sibley, Dustin Benton himself in here. There's a lot of good guys that are really good competitive dirt street stock drivers, including Ty himself, and potentially Rex if he wants to run it. So, you're not going to be the only one that could be hopping into a completely different car and not knowing, what to do or what to race or anything else. So, you're not the only guy out there, man. We also got Jackson Reitzler in here, another late model driver. He's in there. He's going to be racing, so there's different avenues for a lot of these different drivers that are part of this one, man. It's going to be a lot of fun. And the more people we get in here, the more we can grow it and show it, the more that we can kind of drive more and more people in here and just have fun on the simulator again, man. It's not about the points, it's not about the wins, it's about the learning experience and the friends that we make along the way. Mama Bear Bryce definitely needs to join, and Jeremy says you would be top 3. Oh gosh, who would be top 3? Ty would be top 3 in points?
God, no, not even close. I'd be lucky to get top 10 out of 11 cars.
I don't know. He came third here in this one, but I mean, he did get 7th in the Dirt Street Stock race. So,
And, hey, Aaron, we're talking about the sprint car race. So stop.
well, I mean, your average finish here through the night is like a 4.5.
Yeah, so I'm pretty fucking good. So.
It's not bad. I mean, it's nothing special, but not bad. No, I'm just kidding. Ty has the secrets for top 3 finishes. Laugh out loud.
No.
Sometimes it's just not giving up on the race.
Nope,
I
never
so
have
many
tops.
broadcasts. There's so many broadcasts that I put on, man, and some will run into issues, get spun around or spin themselves around, and they'll just leave the race or whatever and park it down pit road and not go back out there and keep on running laps, man. Like, who cares? You may get the laps back. You may not even go a lap down. Even if you embarrass yourself, you just got to stick with it and let everyone else. Sometimes it's survival of the fittest, and that was kind of what tonight was in these sprint cars, was a little bit of survival of the fittest. There was a lot of wrecks, a lot of issues, a lot of drivers running into problems, and that's not only the sprint cars' fault and, the drivers that haven't ran sprint cars a whole lot or at all. It's also this racetrack. It's a caution fest here 99% of the time.
I was just that fast, Aaron. I went from 14th to 3rd. Timothy Thurin was so lucky I didn't have more time.
I'm pretty sure we ended the race with 9 drivers still racing on the racetrack.
No. No one's talking about that. No one's talking about that.
I haven't ran since getting kicked from Sim 500. Well, come kick from Dustin's league. No, I'm just kidding. Get in here. Have some fun, man. Hey, you got to get into the Sim. You got to get back into the fun and the swing of things, man. You got what, 6 months until you're racing again in real life? You got lots of time. You got lots of time to hop in here, have some fun, enjoy your Mondays, have yourself a good afternoon, and shoot the shit with the boys again,
Yeah, get a life, Jeremy.
Dirt Street Suck or not, it's all about having a good time.
Get a life, Jeremy. Get a life.
I know, right? 100%. Yo, Albert Anderson. Albert coming in, dropping that like on the stream. I appreciate that, brother. Albert coming in, showing the big love. And listen, I'm going to call it there on that note, Ty, and everyone else. But, man, we're going to be getting ready for some pretty cool streams coming up. Not only with this series, we got some more racing, obviously, tomorrow and every single day of the week at nighttime here in the afternoons, but we're going to try to get some more of the mid-afternoon streams in, firing up around noon, 1 o'clock in the afternoon, and we're going to have some new things going on as well. I'm going to have a new series, not racing, but I actually joined a Madden league. I do have to buy Madden 25, though, and that's going to suck, so that's like $90 Canadian, so I'll have to try to come up with that money. But once we get Madden, we're in a Madden franchise league where we're going to be doing, versus, sometimes computer, but I think there's like 10 or 15 of us in there. So, when we face off versus those teams, we're going to be actually playing against each other. So, we'll be broadcasting all of our games for that to kind of give everyone a look and see what we can do. And trust me, it's been a little while since I've played Madden. The last Madden I think I owned was like 23 or something like that, and it was totally different. And I tried to play a game earlier today, and I was dog shit, brother. I was dog shit. I think I played 1 quarter, had 2 interceptions, and I couldn't get anything going. It was not good. I got to figure out how to play Madden again. So we're gonna be doing a lot of Madden streams, having a lot of fun with that, and trying to figure out how to play that game again, because it was not good. It was not a good show, and I'm glad I was not live for that, because they were 2 awful interceptions that I threw.
Yeah. Anyways, I'd like to thank. Thanks for asking. I'd like to thank my teammates over at Peacemaker Racing Team. I'd like to thank Matt over at 618 Graphics. Stellar work. Go give them a like on Facebook. Gotta thank Mama Bear, Papa Mike Promotions, myself, Sweet Tea Game. Gotta thank Bree for letting me do this, even though I suck, and she tells me all the time on how bad I do. But thank you for that. I gotta thank my dog Belle. I gotta thank my mom's new dog Pumpkin. I gotta thank my neighbor's dog Cecilia. I gotta thank Dustin Benton for sure for putting on this league. This is gonna be a fucking blast. And I also, lastly, most importantly, I gotta thank Jeremy Vaughn for having the faith in me to get lucky and get the top 3.
Absolutely, brother. Definitely going to be a lot of fun, and man, the Peacemaker Racing Team continue to get better and better, and hopefully we can see a bunch of you guys in here. Obviously, already seen Matt and yourself. Hopefully, we'll get Bryce in here and some of the other guys in here to hop in and have some fun on Mondays, and and get some more airtime here on Peacemaker as well, as we don't normally do a lot of dirt streams these days. There's not a whole lot of them popping up, a whole lot of new dirt leagues coming out, and not a whole lot of opportunities for us to get you guys into the broadcast booth and into the dirt track and racing what you normally race. So it's gonna be nice to see you guys all in here in this one.
That's right. Okay, I gotta pee. Okay, love you.
Brother.
Bye.
All right, see you, mister. Have a good night.
I said.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, give it up there. Sweet T himself, Ty Dickinson, is showing the love. But yeah, we're going to call it there in this one, as Ty is the GOAT here. Ty is the GOAT. 100% Ty's the GOAT. No Madden 24. I would, but they're all doing Madden 25 and everything else, so we're going to have to do Madden. I said I love you. I love you too, Ty. I love you too, brother. I love you too, Mama Bear and Jeremy coming in showing the love as well. I appreciate everyone coming in, showing the love all evening long, man. But that's going to do it for us, man. A couple quick races, a couple different, spins of the wheel. Obviously, ran the street stocks earlier. Then we hopped into the sprint cars and really got to see firsthand on what it looks like for a street stock driver to hop in behind the wheel of a sprint car without ever really running them. As thanks Papa Mike Promotions. My bad. Yeah, you always got to thank Papa Mike. Always got to thank Papa Mike. As peace out, brother man. Message me in Discord who all is playing Madden 25. Yeah, brother, it's literally all of my drivers basically from my Sunday NASCAR series, so the Outcast Racing League. I don't know if you would really know any of those guys. Not a lot of them run dirt or anything, but I'm sure I could get you in there if you want to hop in and be a part of it. I'm sure those guys would, enjoy having you in there, hopping in there and be a part of the Outcast Football League. So if you want in, let me know. Let me know, brother. Let me know, brother, man. I'll get you in there. Mama Bear saying thank you to Dustin Benton as well. Yeah, huge shout out to Dustin putting these on and giving us a cool place to race and some content for us to enjoy on the afternoon, or else I probably would have been sitting here getting my butt kicked in MLB or Madden or something, as I'd have to buy it too. Laugh out loud. I know, and it's expensive. I think it's a little cheaper for you guys down there. Someone said it was on sale down in the U.S. for like $43 or something like that USD, which is pretty good considering that's like $50 or $60 Canadian. So I mean, I would take 30% off or 40% off in a heartbeat right now to buy it instead of having to pay the $90 here Canadian. That's absolutely ludicrous. But we'll get it here probably in a week or so when we get some of our gratuities from Facebook and Twitch and stuff, and then we'll work something out. Then we'll probably get it then. But listen, I can't thank you guys enough for tuning in. You guys coming in, showing the love here all evening long. I appreciate each and every one of you showing the love here throughout the evening, and we'll be back at it here tomorrow. I don't know if we'll go live throughout tomorrow evening or tomorrow afternoon, but I know tomorrow night we will be back live 8:30 Eastern Time. The HCK Beagles Truck Series is back in action, so we'll be hopping in there, putting on a wicked show there with the HCK Beagles, and then on Wednesday we go back-to-back again with the mini stocks and then the NASCAR Cup Series tomorrow as well, with the Bulletproof Motorsports mini stocks and the Slingshot Sim Racing Cup Series tomorrow afternoon. So gonna be a lot of great racing, gonna be a lot of great fun here throughout the rest of the week. Is non-stop action, brand new series getting started on Thursday as well. So it's gonna be a ton of fun, man. We're absolutely hooked up. It's gonna be a lot of fun, a lot of great shows for us to enjoy here over the next little bit. But thank y'all for tuning in. Thank y'all for watching, and I'll catch y'all on the next one. Peace out for now, baby. Peace out for now, ladies and gentlemen.
In the digital world, he shines bright. Full send all day and all night, conquering realms with all his might. Peacemaker's here to make it right. Through the controllers, battles begun. Every click, every move, he's won. Streaming wisdom under the sun. Victory's anthem just has begun. Peacemaker gaming all day, send it full dose sway. In the virtual lands we play, charge in our own way. Pixels and wires, his domain. Glory found in every campaign. Shelter from reality strain. With Peacemaker, there's no pain. Battles fought in every zone. From his cherries, never alone. Full send on the audio tone. Peacemaker's name is known. Eyes on screens, dreams he weave. In his world you can't believe. Through the levels, never leave. The magic of gaming we perceive. Peacemaker, Peacemaker, gaming all day. Send it full, don't sway. In the virtual lands we play, leading the charge in our own way. Pixels and wires, his domain. Glory found in every campaign. Shelter from reality strain. With Peacemaker, there's no pain. Battles fought in every zone. From his chair, he's never alone. Full send on the audio tone. Peacemaker's name is known. Eyes on screen, strings he weaves. In his world you can believe. Through the levels, never leave. The magic of gaming we perceive. Battles fought in every zone. From his chair, he's never alone. Full send on the audio tone. Peacemaker's name is known.